underneath the second tier of the grandstands all the way around the ground. They're making a heck of a racket though, because Jock Madden is lining it up to get play underway, with the West Tigers running right to left as you look at your radio defending the southern end, the Brett Kenny stand end of the ground, Parramatta at the Peter Sterling stand end, the Parramatta Leagues Club end, the northern end, and they'll get first use of the footy, and there's the whistle. And as predicted by the guy in charge of the whistle, we didn't hear it. The kick-off's taken a metre out from the Parramatta line, and as Jack Williams in game number 150 with the return into Terrell May and others, and he stands in the tackle. Also in there was Pierce Paul, 11 metres out from the goal line. It comes to the right to Kartonga. He's caught centre field, 15 out from his own goal line. Croissau was over the top with Alex Twidle, played to Riley Smith. Goes right to Dylan Walker. He dummies to Barlaw and takes the tackle, 22 out from his own line. First touch of the footy today with the Eels. Riley Smith goes left to Barlaw. He's caught 31 out from his own line for Parramatta. Dummy half is Smith. He sends a short ball away to the left edge as Parramatta get to within 5 metres of halfway in the opening set of the game. Straight on the last to Riley Smith. Comes to the right, the kick for Mitch Moses. Reefs it downfield. Who wants it? Buller or the winger Laulili? It's Laulili with it. 4 metres out from his own line. He's got pace over the 10. Now taken 19 out from his own goal line. A minute gone, no score. Tackle there from Tuolangi. Played to Madden. He sends the ball centre field right. And the tackle comes middle of the ground by Jack Williams, 23 metres out from the line. There's now Terrell May with a hit up. He's caught 29 out from his own goal line. Plays the ball to Croissau. He sends it right edge again to Ruba. He's caught 35 out from his own line for West. 15, make it 20 in from the eastern touchline. Croissau goes left to 12 centre field. Williams heads the reception committee with Barlaw and they drive him back. 10 short of halfway. Played on the last Croissau. Goes right to Madden. Puts boot the ball from inside the 40. Down the throat of Joash Papali. And he crosses the 20. Heads to the 30 in centre field. Knocked to the ground. 27 out from his own line. No score, Matthew Elliott. 2 minutes gone.
I'd have to say my early measure, Andrew, that I always look at is the collision, and Parramatta are winning this early on, albeit that was a great tackle from the West Tigers.
So now the ball played by Simonson. Comes centre field left to Sean Russell, and there's a bit of oomph in that. 11 metres short of halfway. Croissau is involved in that tackle with Terrell May. Now comes left to Jack Williams, and he's going to be caught just short of halfway. Samuelafinu over the top with 12. Riley Smith dummy half, spins at centre field right to Walker, runs at the line. Croissau's got him. Put to the ground with help from Finu, about 5 metres in Tigers territory. On the last, the kick comes from Mitch Moses. End over end, down the left wing of Laulili. He takes it, caught by Russell, driven back by Simonson. 6 out from his own line to the roar of the crowd. Almost 3 gone, no score. Early thoughts downstairs, Ruan Sids.
I agree with Matty. Parramatta Eels are winning the field position at the moment. Mitch Moses there able to get a beaut of a kick away because there was no kick pressure. Terrell May called offside.
Nakasini plays it. It comes centre field right. West have it. 17 out from their own line. No score here at Western Sydney Stadium. Played Croissau. Goes right to Ruba. Steps into the defence of Walker. 22 out from his own goal line. Also in there was Peasant. Now played Croissau. Left to Fanua Bolle. He's caught centre field. 33 out from his own line by Walker and Williams. Now Appy on the last. Goes right to Madden. Floats an awkward looking kick downfield. Bounces high for Joash Papali on his 20. He heads over the 30. I love watching Bailey Simonson when the kick goes down to Joash. He just puts his arm up like a traffic cop and points downfield. Joash knew the way to go. Now it's Simonson at first receiver who's caught. 6 short of halfway. 3 minutes 40 gone on this Easter Monday. No score. Played to Papali. Goes right to Tuolangi. He's going to be taken by Madden and Croissau and loses the ball. Samuelafinu was there as well. Croissau taps the ball back. Scooped up now by Kai Pierce-Paul. He gets it out the back to see it. Sunia Taruva, and he's tackled a metre short of halfway. And it's a penalty going to the West Tigers. First penalty of the game goes to the Tigers right on halfway. 20 in from touch on the eastern side. No score after 4 minutes.
Yeah, interesting Kai Pierce-Paul, Andrew, the amount of second phase play that he's been able to get this year. It's been an obvious message from Benji that he wants him to go for it when he has the opportunity. Player on report for that lifting tackle.
Well, we'll find out exactly who that was in a tick as Madden finds touch on the eastern side. 30 metres out, so the first real chance here for the West Tigers. And the tap will be taken by Taruva. And it's a tap and run. He's caught, though. 24 out from the Parramatta line. 11 in from the eastern touchline. In over the top there came Xiaomi. Played to Croatia, goes left to Twidle, away to Madden. Listen to the sound here, it's magnificent atmosphere. Fanua Bolle, centre field, ended up with it, caught by Tuolangi and Smith. 20 out, right in front of the northern goalpost. Played to Croatia, left to Madden, then got the pass away to support Adam Dewey, and Dewey's held up 14 metres out from the line by Walker, and also in there was Russell and Tuolangi. Croatia goes right to Bolle, right foot step into Barlaw and Smith, and over the top Williams, and finally felled. 8 out from the goal line. Couple of tackles left here for the Tigers. Croatia look left, goes right to Madden, switches it back into 12. One-hander on the ground, Croatia. Quick tip on to Madden. He gets the pass away to May. He comes back to the right, and a crunching tackle to finish that play off by Xiaomi. 20 metres out from the goal line, and Buller on the last. Madden, he kicks for the wing, and the ball is loose in the in-goal area and tipped dead by the Parramatta Eels, but it's a penalty for a shove in the back. Penalty going to the West Tigers. Flying through there was the winger, Tino Tavana, and the Tigers get the penalty. 2 metres out, 1 metres in the northeast corner. Almost 6 gone. No score. Touchline, Ruan Sims.
Well, that penalty was actually for Kelly. Just got in front of the chaser there, got in the way, and the player on report was Xiaomi for that lifting tackle on Kai Pearce-Paul.
Good stuff, Roo. And here the West Tigers find touch 10 metres out.
An interrupter, Andrew. I know how much you love them. They're just the best thing in modern footy. I tell you what, Parramatta Eels under the pump here. West Tigers 10 metres out.
Is that what they call the interrupter?
The interrupter.
Now the tap taken. Tigers have it 7 metres out. Right in front of the northern post. Don't do it to me. Croatia comes to the left at 12. You keep going on report, but you've never been suspended. He's tackled 3 metres out from the Parramatta line. Early in the tackle, counted a set restart for the West Tigers as well. Croatia goes left. Madden turns the ball in now for Samuel Fainu. He's caught 3 metres out from the line by Riley Smith. Rolls, plays the ball to Appy. He spins it right centre field to Madden. Out the back now to Terrell May. Two-handed to Buller. He got straight past one. Then a pass along the ground. Scooped up here by Tavana. And he's caught 4 metres out from the line. West Tigers attack right in the northeast corner. Played to Ruva. He sends it left to Terrell May. Steps into Williams and Barlaw and stands in the tackle 5 metres out. Xiaomi there as well. Croatia goes open side left to Madden, to Buller, then to a juggling Dewey. Short ball to Samuel Fainu. Great tackle around the ankles by Moses. It's played now. Comes to the right to Buller. Hop, skip and a jump. Short ball away to May. Fins away from Williams and Xiaomi. Pass back to Buller away to Ruva. Right foot step by Sunier and he's caught. 9 out for the goal line. Last tackle, West Tigers, no score after 7.5 minutes. Crossfield kick by Madden, and flying in for it is Russell. It's taken by the West Tigers, Samuel Fainu. He throws it out the back to Croatia. Riley Smith's got him, Russell's got him, swings over. 5 out from the Parramatta line. Good set by West. Great defence, Parramatta. Great start of the game, Matthew Elliott. 8 minutes in, no score.
What about that football, Andrew? That was exciting football executed there by West Tigers, but the Parramatta defence, as you just shared, was absolutely amazing.
So now the crowd chanting for Parra. Riley Smith makes a break. He got through the defence of Macassini. Caught now 28 out from his own line. It comes left to Addo Carr. He's going to be tackled 12 short of halfway for Parramatta by Fanua Bolle. And it's a set restart. All over them in the play. The ball was Fanua Bolle. Now the Eels work it right. 4 short of halfway. No score. 8 minutes 30 gone. Moses caught there by 12. Plays the ball to Smith. Goes left to Walker away to Barlaw. And Junior Barlaw's caught centre field. 3 metres in West Tigers territory. Dummy half is Smith. Comes to the left. Short pass from Peasant away to Xiaomi. And he's put to the ground. About 12 metres now into West Tigers territory. And he's down Kitione Xiaomi. Time off, says referee Peter Goff. 9 minutes gone, no score. And it's a penalty. I think there was a signal for hand on the footy there, but a penalty goes.
Hip drop, I think.
Oh, is that signal for hip drop there from Peter Goff? It was Abby Croatia, and the penalty is gone to Parramatta, their first of the day, and he's on report. Croatia on report in the 9th minute, touchline, Ruan Sims.
Well, he got a bit of a double whammy there, Xiaomi. It was Croatia around the legs, and then he also copped Kai Pearce-Paul's knees to the side of the head. So I was wondering which one the referees were going to go with. But you can just see the discomfort that he had in that tackle. And the Parramatta Eels, after some stellar defence, now find themselves on the attack.
So one of their first chances really to apply some pressure. 9 gone, no score. Tap taken. Comes to the right. Smith away to Williams. And he's tackled 22 metres out from the Tigers goal line. Plays it to Smith. Open side right to Moses, centre of the park. Away to Tuolangi. Chelmer's tackled. Only 14 out from the goal line. And there to greet him with Samuela Fainu. Also in there was Jock Madden. Now Smith. Centre field left to Moses. Turns it into Barlaw. He bounces into the defence of Twidle and Fainu. And now he's forced sideways. 10 out for the goal line, right in front of the southern post. Smith goes left to Moses. Out the back to Pezzett. Puts it on the toe. Chow Tonga coming through. Taruva gets there first. It was a jostle. And the ball ends up over the dead ball line. Goal line drop out. Tigers. 9 minutes 40 gone. No score.
We're seeing that a lot more in modern footy, aren't we, Andrew, with the halves going to the line early in the tackle count and putting that short kick through, because the fullbacks on the try line defend in their front line there. They're not out the back until they fold out late. That was a great kick. Again, great save by the West Tigers.
Round the ground AFL, Geelong 44, leading Hawthorn 40, second quarter. Great short line drop out by Madden. Moses flew highest and knocked it back, and Parramatta come away with it. 17 out from their own goal line. Bailey Simonson, no, it was Joash Papali who dived on it. He plays it, comes left to Dylan Walker, and he scored 12 metres out from the line. Parramatta on the attack, no score. Riley Smith goes left to Moses, then away to Pezzett, runs at the line, and a beautiful short pass away, but the tackle comes 3 metres out. The offload back to Kautonga from Kelly, and he scored 3 out. Stands in the tackle. Kitiani Kautonga, played to Smith. Long ball goes right. Pezzett away to Moses. Moses out the back to Russell. Russell steps past one. Nakasini. Ball away. Simonson drives over to score in the corner despite the efforts of Madden. He's over. What a finish. Because there was a bad pass in there, but a brilliant finish by Bailey Simonson. At 11 minutes gone, Parramatta score first. The Eels 4, West Tigers nil with a kick to come, Matthew.
Well, after a brilliant try-saving tackle from Jareem Buller, they shift the ball back from their left-hand side to the right, and the passing was just sublime. Mitch Moses puts a pass in the money. I'm just trying to see, that was a good catch on the hip there. Oh, my goodness. 2 half-volley catches there, Andrew, to get the ball over the line, and Simonson does an unbelievable job.
Yeah, the pass left to right wasn't good. That is an unbelievable take around his ankles at full speed, Bailey Simonson. And what about the aerial finish in the corner, Ruan Sims? That was magic.
I was right in front of us down here, and the fans behind us absolutely loved it. But I tell you what, the West Tigers defence had the right idea. They identified the threat, they shot up, but they just hesitated a split second too long, and you just see the winger and the centre come together instead of looping up and just actually making that hit and making it stick. But you can't take anything away from that finish. That was spectacular.
He deserved all 4 of those points, Bailey.
I know the button doesn't light up, Andrew, but you've got to press the button, dude. What about the quality of football that we've just witnessed in this first 12 minutes?
Unreal.
Both in attack and defence. You talked about not having an exciting game yesterday. What about this one?
It's off to a great start. So is Parramatta, leading 4-0. Mitch Moses now, 24 metres out, 1 in from the western touchline. 12 minutes and 12 seconds gone, and the crowd even roaring ahead of the kick. Here comes Mitch, first goal kick of the game. He strikes it, heading across the face, no goal. But it is Parramatta in front by 4 points to 0 here at Western Sydney Stadium. On the text line, 0467 920 222. Ralph, who got 3-2-1 in the Knights Raiders game? Who was that here somewhere? Hey, Maury, I thought the interrupter was the kids bang on mum and dad's bedroom door during special cattle. Oh, I can't read that out, Brian. 3 points yesterday, Dane Gagai.
I thought that was going to be an Easter.
Wasn't it the disruptor? Isn't that what it's called?
Oh, the interrupter, the disruptor.
2 points, Jacob Safidi. 1 point, Fletcher Hunt. 3 Dane Gagai, 2 Jacob Safidi, 1 Fletcher Hunt. Get out of the grill, man. Kick-off taken now by Parramatta. It comes right to Jack Williams. He scored 14 out from his own line. He just dirty there aren't Easter eggs to throw at me in the box. Ball played to Smith. Comes centre field right to Walker. And it's a good bustling run into the defensive Karoya South Bolle and May. And he's down 25 out from his own goal line. Ball played to Smith. Comes to the right. Barlaw away to Mitch Moses. Runs at the line but collared by Madden. I thought high, so to the referee. Penalty. Nothing malicious from Jock Madden. but I thought he feared that he was going to get away from him, Mitch Moses. High tackle. That evens the penalty count at 2 apiece. It's 4-0 to Parramatta. We've had 13 minutes of play. How did you see it, Matthew?
It was high contact, but the softest contact you could ever possibly get, Andrew. So I'll agree with the referee. It was a penalty, just.
So Para finds touch, 10 metres in West Territory. Tap taken by Peasant. Right to left, Smith to Barlaw. Backs his way into the defence. And he's caught by Samuel Afinu. And 12:33 out from the line. Para on the attack. Moses, short ball left. He got the pass away and Kautonga's caught. 28 out. Para the chance. It's played to Smith. Comes open side right to Moses. Runs at the line, offloads to Peasant to Russell. Quick hands. The ball deflected there of Laulili. It's collected by Bailey Simonson. It is 6 more tackles for Parramatta. Dean that Laulili played at it. Simonson a great pass and a tackle to a stepping Papali. Madden's there to catch him along too with Macassini. 20 out from the West Tigers line. 19 in from touch western side. Dummy half Smith goes left to Barlaw. Crashes into Twidle and also Bolle. 14 out from the goal line. Smith is set to the left. He goes that way. Moses, short ball, Williams. Nailed by the West Tigers defence, headed up by Kai Pearce-Paul. 9 out from the line in front of the sticks. Smith goes right to walk and lay pass to Moses, but that gave Madden a chance to get up in his face and he made a ball and all tackle. 10 metres out from the line. Dummy half Smith goes to the right away to Tuilagi, taken by his opposite number Samuel Afinu. 1 metre out, 2 tackles left, Paris. Smith away. Barlaw tried to crash over. I think he may have. Referee Peter Goff points to the spot, tried to Junior Barlaw. It crashed over from close range. 14 minutes, 45 seconds gone. Parramatta now 8. West Tigers 0 with a kick to come. Matthew Elliott.
Well, sustained pressure there from Parramatta, but I've really got to say I can't be more impressed with Riley Smith's dummy half play here. This whole set, but he goes out the front, plays to Barlow, gets down just short of the line and reaches out with that arm still in the air, Andrew. Try time.
Well, it's down your end again, Ruan Sims. Parramatta 2 tries in 4 minutes.
Yeah, it was beautiful pass selection by Riley Smith there. He identified that space around the 8 and the 9 there for the Tigers was just a little bit too wide. And you're getting Junior Barlow one-on-one or close to one-on-one with Api Koroyasau. I'm pretty sure I know who's going to win that battle. And he held on to it over the line as well. And you can see the big man is very, very happy.
8-0 Parramatta. 15 minutes 40 gone. Junior Barlaw. A reasonably rare try, his first of the year. And now Mitch Moses, 12 metres out, 5 metres to the right of the post. To get the Eels into double figures before this sellout crowd on Easter Monday. Here comes Moses, strikes it, lights it, kicks the goal. And it is now 10-0 Parramatta over Wests. Here on NRL Monday on ABC Sport. On the text line 0467 920 222. Andrew, please wish Matthew Elliott a happy Easter. My spirits always rise hearing his voice. Enjoy the treats from Ruan. So happy with the mighty Knights who are heading for the top 4. Dave, the old Knight of Newcastle. Good on you, Dave. There you go. Happy Easter from Dave, Padre. It's the red button. Did you just tell me that, you goose?
I did, yes.
Okay, thank you. Well, Parramatta Rachel is doing it tough at the moment. Says, brought the biggest smile on my face getting the shout out before. Meant a lot. Just like the better defence this week from Para compared to previous games. Oh no, Parramatta Rachel. Block your ears. They've knocked on from the kick-off. Down it goes from Joash Papali, and there's going to be a West Tigers scrum feed, 10 out. Is it a moment like that where you don't miss coaching, Matthew?
Well, that's when you go to the back of the box, Andrew, have a moment, maybe share some vocabulary that no one else needs to hear or read your lips, and then you come back to the front. Well, I tell you what, West Tigers did it because Parramatta have had nearly 60% of the possession here.
Ryan Kelly, by the way, dropped it, not Papali. Ryan Kelly. Either way, it's a West Tigers scrum feed. What were we saying? What was that stat?
Well, just the 60% of possessions being Parramatta's way. In modern footy, you just can't do that.
Madden from the scrum goes left. Puller away, and it's been spilled by Luke Laulili on play 1. So Brian Kelly drops it from the kick-off, and now Laulili, he drops it on play 1, and there's I mean, he was hugging the western touchline, but that is a ball he should have caught. And Parramatta will get the footy, 10 out from their own line. What a let off for them? 17 gone, Parramatta 10, West Tigers 0.
That is a let off, Andrew, and yeah, there's no excuse for dropping that. That is what you call not an unforced error. That's an unforced error.
Ooh. I'm glad you didn't go to your other vocabulary that you used to have as a coach.
And then you go to the back of the box.
Here's the scrum fed by Mitch Moses, picked up at the base by Riley Smith, goes left to Simonson, and he smashed. He loses it. You lose it, we lose it, you lose it. Here's the Tigers 10 out, 12 dived on it. It comes right to Fanua Bolle. Luke Laulili probably allows himself a little smile. 2 metres out, and Jason Riles has gone to the back of his box again. Playing to Karoyasau, spins it left to Madden. He turns it into Samuel Fainu, and he's caught 10 metres out from the goal line. West on the attack, down 10-0. Samuel is slow to his feet, plays it to Karoyasau. Delayed pass right, Madden away to 12, and they're inside the 10, Parramatta, so a restart for the West Tigers. It turns into a penalty because they dropped the ball. So penalty now to West, 3-2 the penalties to the Tigers. 18 minutes 20 gone, Parramatta 10, West Tigers 0.
Now, I remember there was a time at the Olympic Stadium, Andrew, where there was a portion of the field that was haunted, and every time the play went there was errors.
Sowies corner.
Well, there's something going on down in that 10-metre area. That's 4 errors in about 3 plays.
Fanua Bolle, 2 metres out, plays at Karoyasau, goes left to Alex 12. He scored 3 metres out for the goal line. You're with Matt Elliott, Ruan Sims, I'm Andrew Moore. As now it's played, goes left to Madden, turns it into Samuela Fainu. He did a high-stepping run into Tuolangi and Williams and Smith. 4 metres out, played to Karoyasau. He spins it right, centre of the field to Madden, away to Bolle. Got straight through one. Was it Pezzett or Russell? Was Pezzett. Tackled half a metre out from the goal line by Papali. Plays the ball Karoyasau. Goes right to Buller. Cut out pass down to the wing. And taking the tackle is Tabana. And he's over the eastern touchline. No, he stays in somehow. And it's a set restart for the Tigers as well. Their second. Played in the corner to Taruva. Floats a pass right to left. Karoyasau to Terrell May. He steps past one. Got through Smith. Takes on Tuolangi. And Walker and tackled 10 metres out. Karoyasau goes left to Madden. Runs to the line. Offloads to Dewey. Left foot step into Riley Smith. Smith lets him go. Dewey still runs. Straightens down to Russell. He loses the ball. It's that side of the field. It's haunted. Is that what he's suggesting, Matthew? Scrum feed Para. 10 out from their own line. Eels 10, Tigers 0. 20 minutes gone.
Well, either that, Andrew, or they've put something on the grass that's making everything slippery. Because this high-quality game, we've just seen 5 errors in one part of the field continually. Albeit there was some pretty solid defence there on Adam Dewey. There's no doubt about that.
Let's go to the touchline, Ruan Sims.
Well, each time the Tigers move out to their right edge and attack the left edge defence of the Eels, they're making ground. They need to find a way to get back there and just try and mine that space that they've been getting a hold of.
Thank you, Roo. Here's the scrum fed one by Parramatta. Riley Smith goes left to Simonson. What colour is it? He's tackled 11 out from his own line.
Red.
Plays the ball to Smith. Comes to the left side to Adokar. He's going to be caught 19 out from his own line. Parramatta 10, West Tigers 0. 19 minutes, 15 seconds left in the half. Here's Kelly. He's tackled Brian Kelly. 30 out from his own line. Quickly played to Riley Smith. Falls over the markers for offside. So it is a set restart to Parramatta. The Eels second. And now the tackle made 12 metres short of halfway. Moses plays it to Smith. Comes to the right. Walker got the pass away to Williams, and Jack's caught by May and Madden. 3 short of halfway for the blue and gold. Smith dummy half. Goes left to Walker. Late play to Pezzett, away to Brian Kelly. He goes on the angled run, but he's wrapped up, lost the ball, threw it sideways, says the referee. Scooped up by Adokar. He gets away from Pierce Paul. Now tackled 30 metres out from the line. 10 in from touch eastern side. Smith fires it away right to Pezzett, away to Barlaw, centre field to Moses. Quick hands as the ball touched in flight by the West Tigers. No, it was not. They lose 10 metres, Parramatta. They're now 40 out from the West line. as the ball was dived upon there by Papali. Now it's Sean Russell scooting from dummy half. Tackle 31 out for the goal line. Flat on the last to Smith. Goes right to Moses. The kick from 30 metres out down to the southwest corner. That's caught there by Macassini. He returns it into Tuolangi and Moses. And Simonson 10 metres out from the West Tigers line. Parramatta 10, West 0. 18 minutes left in the first half. Round the ground, it's half time in the AFL. Geelong 56, leading Hawthorn 47. Onto the field for the West Tigers now. Comes Xiaomi Mi. The first interchange for either side. Karoyasau goes right to Madden. He kicks it from just outside his 20, but Joash Papali read it well. Takes it on the full, 27 out from his own line. Over the 30, heads to the 40. Steps into Xiaomi Mi now, and also in there was 12. 7 short of halfway for Parramatta.
Yeah, we're just getting into this first little bit of an arm wrestle we've seen for a while here, Andrew, and you can see fatigue starting to take aim. So it's got key player here with speed that's going to make the difference in this last part of this half.
Parramatta now. 5 metres inside West Tigers territory. Fade to Smith. Goes left, through hands. Walker away. Now it's with Tuolangi or Katonga. Kautonga 32 out from the line. Plays it to Smith. Goes right. Barlaw away to Walker to Moses. Quick hands to Kelma Tuolangi. And a great tackle by the centre coming up there was Macassini. 19 out last play. Little stab kick across his body by Moses. Straight down to the West Tigers. They have it back. 4 out for their own line as Jareen Buller is tackled. It's played to Samuela Fainu. Goes right now to the winger Luke Laulili. He's crunched to the ground, 10 out from his own line. Karoyasau. He sends it right now to Macassini. Crunched to the ground, 13 out from his own line. Parramatta Eels 10, West Tigers 0. 16 minutes 30 left in the half. And the West Tigers player stays down Macassini. And he plays the ball now. No time off, says the referee, Peter Goff. So he'll await on word from Ashley Klein in the bunker. We check in down on the touchline with Ruan Sims.
Well, crunched was the exact term. He was absolutely sandwiched between 3 Parramatta Eels bodies. This just gives the Parramatta Eels defence time to really line them up even more.
Now the Tigers, it is play on Roo, and Macassini looks okay. Centre field. The ball played by Xiaomi Fainu. Goes right to left. Madden to Macassini. Oh, then a hospital ball to Laulili. He almost ended up in Westmead. The tackle made 25 out from the line as he's crunched by Simonson. Played on the last and a spiralling torpedo. Great kick by Madden. Caught by Papali, 18 out from his own line. Sends a 20-metre pass to his left to Addo-Carr. And he straightens into the chase of Pierce Paul, among others. 14 short of halfway. Junior Barlaw coming off, running off the field for Parramatta. Time off with Addo-Carr down. Onto the field, Sam Tuivedi for the Parramatta Eels. And time off, says referee Peter Goff, with 15 minutes 50 left in the half, and the Eels in front 10-0. But currently, concerns for Josh Addo-Carr as he caught one just above the hip there from the West Tigers player coming through.
Yeah, his ribs have just got a little bit of a tickle up. Macassini got the same thing early in the tackle count for the West Tigers, and that one did not miss.
Xiaomi Fainu.
Ouch.
Didn't look anything illegal in the tackle. It was just above the hip, just around the ribs.
That was a really well executed tackle. It's just one of those ones that just a touch painful, Andrew. Just in that area.
You don't have to demonstrate to me.
It used to be fun once.
It comes away open side right. And Parramatta has it 7 metres short of halfway. I can't get any more in the corner away from you. As Brian Kelly plays it, comes to the right. Walker linked up that time with Tuivedi. He's scored about 3 metres in West Tigers territory. Riley Smith to the left. Dylan Walker dummied to Williams. Erred on the side of caution. He may have been in front of him, Williams. So Walker's tackled and giving away a set restart there is Xiaomi Fainu. So it comes here to Parramatta, their third, as they dance their way in centre field to within 23 metres of the goal line. Jack Williams plays it to Smith. Goes left to Pezzett. Kick and chase. That's curious. On tackle 2. The ball heading to the dead ball line and over it. That's a dreadful kick from Jane to Pezzett. 20-metre tap. 7 tackles set. West Tigers will take that every day. 25 minutes gone. Eels 10. Tigers 0.
Mitch Moses is not upset about that at all, Andrew. Not one bit. He didn't express it at all.
No,
he's fine with it.
He always hides what he's feeling. As now it's Laulili. Good run. He's caught Luke Lily, 3 short of halfway by Walker. Plays it, set, restart, 2 slow on the play. The ball goes to the West Tigers. Restarts at 3 apiece. West 9 metres in Parramatta's half. Fuller plays it to Croatia. Goes left to May. Runs into Turvati. Has got a one-handed pass away to Croatia over the 30. Heads to the 20 and beyond. Step past Williams. Happy scored only 13 out from the line. Samuela Fine who gets into dummy half. Goes to the right to 12 away to Madden. He got a terrible pass. Goes behind them all. Scooped up now by Buller. He links up to his right to Ruba. He accelerates into Kelly and knocked to the ground with help coming as well from Peasant. And Adokar 10 metres out. Northeast corner. They work it left to Dewey. Turns it into 12. Hitting a bone jara from Williams 12 metres out. In front of the northern place, Goroyasau goes right to Madden. Links up with Buller. Kelly, great ball and all tackle. 9 metres out. Last tackle, West Tigers down 10-0 after 26 minutes. Goroyasau goes left. Madden kicks to the northeastern corner. Up they fly. The ball has been knocked down, I think, by the West Tigers. Yeah, it has. And that was Tino Tabana up on that right wing. Change over. Parramatta survive again, leading 10-0. 13 minutes, 30 left in the half. Down to the touchline, and Rue is there.
I keep trying to check down at the Parramatta Eels bench to see when they're going to unleash Talon De Silva. There's a bit of fatigue in the game, as Matty spoke about earlier, with 13 minutes before half-time. Feel like he can really take advantage of some tired bodies through the middle.
Charlie Geimer is coming onto the field, the Eels back rower. As now Parramatta 11 out from their own line with his 10-0 lead. Those 2 tries in 4 minutes to Bailey Simonson and Junior Barlaw. Now it's a tough set for them, isn't it, in centre field, and Simonson with a good carry. He's caught 19 out from his own goal line. He'll play the ball after being sent back a little bit. On the text line, James at Bendigo says, shout out to my bro Chris and his son Jack watching from the Brett Kenny stand. Wish I was there. We wish you were here too, James. And hello in the Brett Kenny stand to Chris and his mate Jack. So now Parramatta outside their 30. Geimer plays it to Smith. Goes left, Peasant from inside the 40, looking for a 40-20. Over the head of Tabana, but the ball takes a cruel bounce for Parramatta and a good bounce for the West Tigers. Tabana now brings it back over the 10 and he's felled. 18 out from his own line. Tuivati was there along with Kautonga. He plays the ball now to Adam Dewey. He sends the ball left to Laulili. He's caught after a good strong run up the middle. 29 out from his own line. On the field for the West Tigers now is front rower Royce Hunt. Croatia got away to a juggling Nakasini. That's a huge hit coming in for Parramatta. Both players are down. 34 out from the West Tigers line. 28 minutes gone. It's 10-0 Parramatta, and that Eels player, Sean Russell, he looks in a world of hurt, Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, and there's no need for any argument there. It was he came in to execute the tackle, and as the ball got juggled upward, he just took his eyes up and it's a direct head clash.
Hasn't he copped a couple, Nakasini?
He has copped a couple, Nakasini, and really, even though Russell's the one down on the ground, he could be penalised for high contact because he was executing the tackle.
Marcy Nakasini, he looks okay. And still down is Sean Russell on his haunches now. But Rue, that was ferocious contact.
Oh, it certainly was. He won't be staying on the field. There is absolutely no way the trainers, with any kind of certainty, can leave him out there. He was out cold when he hit the ground. Nakasini was all right after that contact, but he may still get looked at by the independent doctor. That will be under review, but I would imagine that Russell will be coming from the field with potentially a Cat 2.
Okay, we'll monitor that. It's amazing, though, to me, Matt, when you see collision like that, one is always far worse off than the other, even though their heads have clashed at 86 trillion miles an hour.
And that sort of accounts for about 90% of those collisions, Andrew, and it just shows you how different the vulnerability is from one position to another, not one head to another, but the position of the contact. That got him straight on the cheek there rather than the centre of his head. Nakasini's still sort of holding his head a little bit, but God, what about some of the collisions he's had to endure today?
But just in the last few minutes alone, Samuela Fine, who's getting tape on his right knee. Sean Russell standing. There's 12 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the half. Parramatta 10, West Tigers 0. NRL Monday here on ABC Sport. And I'll get to some of your text shortly on 0467 920 222. So what do they do here with the right centre going from the field? Mitch Moses is explaining to Bailey Simonson what he thinks will be the switcheroo, and about to come on Luca Moretti. Now he's a middle forward. So he comes on the field. The crowd give Shane Russell a nice reception. He shakes his head as he comes from the field. 10-0 Eels lead.
That's always a sign that a doctor will look at. If someone has resistance or starts arguing when they have concussion, Andrew, it's a sign that it's a bad one.
West have won that penalty for what's deemed to be a high tackle, and Jock Madden finds touch on the western side up on halfway. Touch judge Phil Henderson raises his flag, and the tap will be taken now by Samuela Fainu. And a tip and run straight into Simonson, and also in there was Jack Williams. 10 metres in Eels territory, played to Croyas out. The Tigers with it down by 10, comes right to Xiaomi Fainu, and he's caught by Guyman. 9 metres in Eels territory, played to Appy, goes right to Madden, short ball away to support. West Tigers are 30 metres out from the line. Dummy half Croyas out, played to him by Royce Hunt, comes to the left, Madden to Dewey. Short ball Samuela Fainu, he's scored 20 out from the goal line, 15 in for the western touchline, and Moses gives away a set restart. 4 hands on the footy. Down to the right it goes to Alex Twidle. He scored 15 out for the Parramatta line. Another chance here for the West Tigers. Croyas out, spins it right to Madden. Short ball to Buller, flick pass away, and driving over to score is Adam Dewey. He beat 2 of them, he's over. Adam Watts doing. Dewey has scored. Parramatta 10, West Tigers 4, 11 minutes left in the half. You felt they had to crack eventually, Parramatta. They've been bending but not breaking, but Dewey breaks them. Parramatta 10, West 4.
Yeah, even though Jock Madden's got the 6 and Dewey's got the 7 on, most of the time it's Madden that's been first receiver. He goes to the line there, looks to play out the back to Dewey, but it's Guy Pearce-Paul out the front. What a lovely little right-hand flick pass there, straight into Dewey's arms. What about the last couple of weeks that these players had? Just goes through 2 tackles, gets the ball over the stride. Well done.
He's looking very comfortable in the 7, isn't he? Regardless of the combo he and Jock Madden have had. He's been terrific. Touchline, Ruan Sims.
He certainly has been, and I love the way that both halves combined there. That was actually Dewey sweeping around, being the tail of that block play. Was actually really, really nice there. Great offload by Guy Pearce-Paul. And as expected, Sean Russell, Cat 1, HIA. His night is over.
He's done, yeah. We would have been amazed if it was anything but a return. Or anything of no return. HIA for Sean Russell, Category 1. So he won't be back. Jock Madden is lining up the kick. 23 out, 8 in from the eastern touchline. Jody's in touch from Mackay, Andrew, and Matt listening through the app. Rapid. Oh, good for you, Jody. Hopefully you're in sync with the streaming service you're watching or paid television. ABC Rapid. You go onto ABC, the app, and you can find the Rapid button or search for Rapid. There it is. And it's almost directly in line with the TV coverage. Here's Madden, kicked beautifully against the Warriors last week. 22 out, 8 or 9 metres in. Inside 10 minutes to go in the half. 10-4 Parramatta. Madden, he strikes it, he likes it, he's kicked the goal. Tigers to within 4, Parramatta 10, West Tigers 6 here at Western Sydney Stadium. 9 minutes and 39 seconds left in the half. Adam Dewey does what Adam Dewey does and walks over the touchline and comes back into the field to play for the restart after he scored the try. Also on the touchline, 0467 920 222. Orthopaedic surgeons and office. Renault should be getting a lot of work from coaches of various athletes and footy teams. If not, they should. Jeff at the entrance just woke up from a long sleep and was shocked to hear Matt Elliott back on the call. I must be in recovery mode now. Jeff, all is well in the world, mate, because the Padre is here. Kick-off taken. It comes back left to Xiaomi Fainu with the return. And he's going to be tackled 15 out from his own line. Plays the ball to Croyas out. He sends it to the left edge. You just get the sense, don't you, that the West Tigers are playing themselves into this game nicely. Mitch Moses is defending at right centre, by the way, as Royce Hunt, good carry. He's tackled 28 out from his own goal line. It's a set restart to the Tigers too. Dewey got a short ball away to his left. The restart's a 5-3 in favour of West from Panickety Pete. Comes left to right now to Alex Twidle. He's going to be met out 7 metres short of halfway in centre field. It's 50-50 in terms of possession. 88% completions, Tigers. 83% Eels. It's been top quality. Tigers now 8 metres in Parramatta's half. Played by Macassini, about 8 metres inside Parramatta territory. Here's an offload away to Royce Hunt. Hunt straightens, good strong run after the Alex 12 offload. Gains another 10 metres. Stands in the tackle, 27 out from the Parramatta line. Dummy half Karoyasau. Goes right to Madden. Right foot step caught. 16 out from the line. Played on the last Karoyasau. Goes right to Dewey. Away to Taruva. He went without it. It may have been too strong the pass like a bullet. And diving on it is Josh Addo-Carr for Parramatta. 9 out from his own line. 8 minutes left in the half. Eels 10. Tigers 6. And you get the feeling he's taking the tackle Moretti. The Eels desperately need some ball at the moment, Matthew Elliott.
Absolutely they do, Andrew. And there's some second phase in their own 10-metre line. That's probably, again, Mitch Moses end up with a ball, because if he didn't, he would have been having a little hissy fit, I reckon.
Riley Smith down in back play as it comes left to Avaki, is smashed to the ground. 22 out from his own line for Parramatta. He's slow to his feet. Riley Smith looks in trouble in back play. Comes left to Geimer. Stepping run. Caught 30 out from his own line. Centre of the park. Plays it to Papali. He sends it right to left. Williams comes back across field. Shrugged his way through Sione Fainu, but now stands in the tackle. 34 out from his own line. I think that's Moretti with that run. Played on the last. Comes right to Moses. Riley Smith's back in the defensive line. Kicks straight down the throat of Jareem Buller. 13 out from his own line. Heads up over the 20. Puts a step on, and Kelma Tuolangi. Good tackle, ball and all. 27 out from the west line. 7 left in the half. Been highly entertaining and been very physical. Parramatta 10, West 6. And the Tigers with it now. 15 short of halfway. Played by Laulili to Karoyasau. He goes right to Tabana. And Tino's tackle, 5 short of halfway. Smith down again, or that may have just been to get out of the road. Here's Karoyasau to dummy half. He had 2 to his right, but he's cut down by Geimer. 38 out. Played to Buller. Gets it away to a running Madden. He fends away from 1. Then goes left. Karoyasau through hands away now to Macassini. He's caught. 19 out from the goal line by Mitchell Moses. 7 out from the line. Plays the ball out. Lili goes right to Madden. Crossfield kick to the wing of Tabana. He tips it back for the West Tigers. They've got it to Kai Pearce-Paul. Shrugs away from 1, close to the goal line. Gets it down. He was surrounded, but referee Peter Goff not convinced. Let's have a listen.
But no try. Confirming that he's held up and tackle complete.
Well, Peter Goff looked to me, Matty, like he was in great position to rule on that. It was a great effort by Kai Pearce-Paul. But if it's no try and held up, it'll be a changeover to Parramatta, and they'll take that.
Yeah, Kai Pearce-Paul shows great strength to hold his legs and get across the stripe, but does he get the ball down? Great
changing angles.
Defensive scramble from the Eels there.
Ball still remains up. The hand is under the ball.
He scored on his own hand.
And now goes up. The tackle is complete.
Jonah Pezzett among those doing a great job. It'll be no try by millimetres.
All he needed to do was spread his fingers out far enough to get the ball down between his fingers, Andrew. But again, even though the scoreline's not a high scoreline, what about the quality of football we're witnessing?
Oh, this is awesome. And coupled with the atmosphere, Roo, the players have really lifted. Parramatta lead 10-6 as they resume. And they lose
Here
the
we
ball.
go. Stay with it, Andrew.
Righto, Roo. It's picked up now by the Tigers. Flick pass by Pearce-Paul back to Adam Dewey. Caught 14 out. Matty's making ghost impressions. I think that's what it is. Jared gets that one on the socials. The ball's played to Karoyasau. Goes left to Madden. Although they've often said you can haunt houses, Matty. You don't have to prove it. As now it's Macassini. Caught 11 out. 4 in from the western touchline by Williams. Ball played now. Dummy half is Laulili. Goes left to right. Madden to Karoyasau. Dummy's inside. Goes that way eventually to 12. And he scored 16 out from the line. West attacking. They trail 10-6, but they're right on top of the moment. To the left side, Royce Hunt. Great run caught by 2 of 80 and a few others about 3 out. Plays the ball, Karoyasau. Short side left to Madden. Moses brushed up, didn't make the tackle. Madden's oh so close. Half a metre away. He plays at Karoyasau. Dummy short side left. Sends a Specky out to the right centre field to Dewey. Keeps going that way to Buller. Then away to Pearce-Paul. Step past Kelly. One-hander back to Buller. And he sends Buller to Nakabakalevu. Jareem's over to score. Oh, that's thrilling stuff by the Tigers. Parramatta is bamboozled. 5 left in the half. Parramatta 10. West Tigers 10, the try to Jareem Buller.
What a great try to watch there. First of all, what about Karoyasau's pass from dummy half, Andrew? That went about 25 metres. Oh, hang on. I think they might have a bit of a look at this. There could have been a rake in that final play.
A rake?
Yes.
From?
A steal. I think Kai Pearce-Paul, who came up with a beautiful try pass there to Jareem Buller, or are they going to let that roll?
It looks like it at this stage. Buller step past, in fact, Pearce-Paul step past one, got it away to Buller and he scored the try. Yeah, there's no problem there.
Wow.
10 all the score, down to the touchline, Ruan Sims.
Yeah, that was actually a replay of when the ball was turned over, the contact in the tackle on that Parramatta Eel, trying to bring it out of trouble through yardage. Mitch Moses is trying to have a chat to a referee about it at the moment, but prior to that play, that pass from Karoyasau that you're speaking about, he had to go to the open side because Mitch Moses came up and took Makasini out of the line, so he couldn't actually travel down that short side. So you may want to just hold off on that one, Mitchie.
Well, I don't begrudge referees for almost ignoring Mitch Moses because of the grade 1 carry-on he's renowned for.
He does have a case there, but it was the play before, so let's play on.
Here's Madden. 14 metres out, 20 in from the eastern touchline to put the West Tigers in front for the first time. Parramatta had led 10-0. It's now 10 all. Tigers scored 2 tries in 6 minutes. Adam Dewey and now Jareem Buller for the lead. Madden sets, eyes at the post, back down the footy. Step back, stutter step in. He moves in with the right boot, strikes it, likes it, kicks the goal. He's 2 out of 2. And it's now West's 12, Parramatta 10 on NRL Monday here on ABC Sport. 3.5 left in the half.
Sometimes, Andrew, I just watch Karoyasau for a whole set when they're in possession. You don't know which way the ball's going to go. So I do feel sorry for the opposition. His deception around that ruck area is amazing, and then he follows it up with just sublime quality of passing. What a player.
On the text line, hi Andrew, Matty and Ruth. Hi Andrew, Matty and Rue. It's Charles from Tamworth enjoying the call. There seems to be more drop ball than in an AFL game. I would say, Charles, that there's a fair bit more contact than you'd see in an AFL game too.
It's only in one part of the field, Andrew.
It's only at the northern end. It's haunted, according to Matthew. Here's Taruva. He's tackled 23 out from his own line. Those texts on 0467 920 222. Karoyasau. He sends it left again, and the West Tigers through Hunt. Done a good run. Caught 15 short of halfway. Third quarter in the AFL. Geelong 56. Hawthorn 49. At the G now, a drop ball by Adam Dewey. And it's picked up. Look out by Russ. No, it's Williams. What? Jack Williams puts on the step, and he's caught only half a metre out. Then Karoyasau comes in over the top, knocks the ball free. It's no try. It's a knock on Jack Williams. And Mitch Moses is arguing.
He's getting up to play the ball. He's getting up to play the ball. I want to challenge that. Strip up the tackle complete. I haven't ruled the tackle complete. It's a lost ball. Not good. Where do you want it?
Wow, I call Jack Williams every other name but him because it couldn't be a front row with that footwork, the swerves. He almost scored. He may have got a little bit too excited after a great run from the Dewey mistake.
Yeah, Andrew, he got to his feet, and they said the tackle wasn't finished by then. You know what he did was he doubted himself. He just should have kept going. And Mitch Moses has a little bit of a case there.
Agree, yep.
Again.
West win the scrum, and it comes to the right, Karoyasau. And that all unfolded in front of you too, Roo. You're at the right end so far for most of this stuff.
Oh, I certainly am, and I tell you what, Mitch Moses, I'm with you on this one. That was definitely tackle complete, but the referee said he didn't call it. That's why they couldn't challenge it.
Now it's the West Tigers. Kai Pearce-Paul caught 30 out from his own line. There is a ton of action in this one. 90 seconds left in the half. 12. Up the middle he goes into Riley Smith and Williams. It's a great run. 12 caught finally 7 metres short of halfway. Gets off his back, turns around up to his feet. Play to Croyce out of Madden. Kick downfield over the head of Joash Papali. Bouncing near the Parramatta goal line. Papali picks it up a metre out from his own goal line. And Bailey Simonson again just very helpfully points to downfield, and Papali's tackle laid out from his own goal line. Played to Moses, goes left to Simonson. He follows his own advice there into Xiaomi Mi. Popped the pass to Anno Carr, but Croissant was all over him. 12 out from the goal line as we enter the last minute of the half. Played to Papali. He sends the ball left, and Kelly caught 16 out from his own line. I reckon Jason Riles will be desperate to get into his team into the sheds. Comes to the short side left to Kitione Kautonga, because at the moment they're being dominated. But here's an offload by Kautonga to Pezza. Throws a basketball over the top to Papali. He links up with support. 6 more tackles, touched in fight by the West Tigers. Eels 12 short of halfway. 30 seconds left in the half. Moses sends it right to Tuivati. He takes on the defence there of Madden and also Samuel Fainu. Caught on halfway, quickly played to Smith. Short side right to Moses. Terrible pass. Meant for Tuilangi. He says it was touched in flight. The referee does not. Dived on by Luke Lili, and the ball is knocked on. It'll be a scrum to be fed. 11 short of halfway in centre field, but there's only 3 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, Mitch Moses had like his time back there. He went down that right-hand short side. What he needed to do was change his mind and go back the open. There was plenty of space there. Disappointing finish to that half by the Parramatta Eels, but what a great 40 minutes of football we just witnessed then.
Mitchell Moses again talking to the referee. Looks to be very respectfully done, I've got to point out.
I thought Jack was getting up to over, and then the ball comes through. That's why I played on. If I challenge that, and I wanted to change the tackle complete, but I said it wasn't complete. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all it was.
I think that band was fine. There was no gesticulating or disrespect. That was a perfectly reasonable chat. Jack Williams was over there too, wondering why he hadn't received a penalty.
Well, what the referee essentially said there, if Jack Williams dived over and scored the try there, instead of standing up and trying to play the ball,
he would have awarded it.
Would have awarded the try.
And I reckon it would have been taken off him on review because of a double movement. Explain that to the Martian who's watching his first game today.
Well, I'm trying to explain it to myself. I'm going to have to take a moment, Andrew.
For the West Tigers, 12 points. Tries to Adam Dewey in the 29th minute. Jareen Buller in the 35th. Jock Madden 2 from 2. Appy Croissant on report in the 9th minute for a hip drop. And there's been 5 restarts. 10 points for Parramatta. Try to Bailey Simonson in the 11th minute. Junior Barlaw in the 15th. Mitch Moses 1 from 2. Kitione Kautonga on report in the 4th minute. 3 restarts. Penalties of 4-2 to the West Tigers. But the Tigers in front 12-10, Padre.
Yeah, Andrew, and again, the Tigers just got some momentum in the back half of that half and got the possession swung back to them to 56-44. When you just call 50-50, their completion rate by the Tigers is 83% as opposed to under 80 by the Parramatta Eels. And the Parramatta Eels have made over 40 more tackles, Andrew, so that's an accumulative thing that could impact the second half.
Yeah, and they lost Sean Russell with the HIA in the 28th minute. Roo, the game had it all, though, didn't it? Heavy hits, some great attack, a clump of drop balls, it had it all.
Yeah, it certainly did. It was a very entertaining game, even though we did see a lot of drop ball. But those errors, they do compound, as Matty spoke about. They create a lot of fatigue, along with 30 missed tackles in 40 minutes of football. I'm sure Jason Riles will be speaking to his team about that and about the discipline. But I tell you what, all the fans here are being treated to quite the spectacle.
Aren't they what? And now half-time, we're about to be able to... There's some snacks at the back of the box, Matt. Did you know that?
I'm pretty excited about the whole situation, Andrew.
On the text line, 0467 920 222. Aaron from Brisbane reckon the Warriors-Sharks game was more entertaining than this. Aaron, you're kidding, aren't you? No chance. G'day, boys. What do the rest put up with Moses' antics? Spilling the bin might calm him down, says Johnny Rabbit. Great coverage, guys. Listening at work in the Highlands from Ryan. Hi, Andrew. Moses cruels himself by complaining about everything, says Paul. If someone, I can't read any of that, can the Padre do an exorcism in the northern corner? Love your guts from Dave from Mountie Town. 0467 920 222. And Filthy Phil says, great game, but West Tigers can't keep giving teams a 10-point start every week. Hobart's #1 Eels fan, always love your call, Andrew. 59 years, a para-tragic. Go those Eels from Mark. Good on you, Mark. Maury, can you imagine that haunting? All there would be a block play, split the markers, attack the ditch. Scary, says Eamon in Queensland. Gaz says it's a Tigers taboo for the lead in this game. You're right, Gaz. 0467 920 222. Chris from Mackay, thank you for your texting in as well. And in the AFL at the MCG in the third quarter, it's Geelong 63, Hawthorn 55. Earlier in the New South Wales Cup, West Magpies 30, defeated Parramatta 24. Half-time in the NRL, West Tigers 12, Parramatta 10. What a second half to come. You with Matthew Elliott, Rowan Sims. I'm Andrew Moore. Hope you're enjoying your NRL Monday like we are. Back with more after the ABC News.
News with Satyam Weinstein. Iran has seen more bombardments as US President Donald Trump appears to extend the deadline for Tehran to open the Strait of Hormuz. Donna Wakely has more.
Iranian media reports say an airstrike on a residential building in Tehran has killed 13 people. Further strikes on the Iranian capital have hit a university and a natural gas distribution site. Donald Trump has published an expletive-laden post on social media threatening to destroy Iran's power plants and bridges if Tehran fails to meet his new deadline to reopen the Strait of Hormuz of tomorrow night Australian time. It's not the first time the US president has postponed a deadline for the reopening of the critical oil route. Iran describes the ultimatum as nonsense and says it'll retaliate if the attacks take place.
A classified US military report seen by the ABC says that Chinese satellite intelligence is helping Iran target American bases in the Middle East. Henry Zwartz with the story.
Chinese AI company Mizar Vision, which is partly owned by the Chinese government, has been publishing satellite images of US bases across the Middle East. The ABC has been briefed on the intelligence by a source inside the Pentagon who says the images are endangering lives. The company is using an AI tool that tags military forces across vast areas. It's a capability that once required the resources of a national intelligence agency. The Pentagon believes these images are being used by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard to target the bases. Australia has around 100 soldiers stationed in the Middle East, including at a base in the United Arab Emirates, which was struck by an Iranian projectile on March 18th.
There's a warning fuel supply issues in Australia will continue despite assurances from exporters like Japan. More than 270 service stations across the country are without diesel, although that figure has fallen slightly from last week. Well, the government says it has assurances from international fuel exporters that supplies will arrive as normal. Energy Program Director at the Grattan Institute, Tony Wood, says our major suppliers like Japan, Singapore and Malaysia have to consider their own oil stocks.
The countries we're talking about here, they don't have access to a lot of their own crude oil. They basically import the crude from which they make the petrol and diesel that we get themselves, right? So they've got to be rapidly trying to find alternative sources of that crude oil to be able to go into those refineries that provide us with the end product. So these are complicated supply chains.
Vietnam's National Assembly has begun a new session to confirm key positions, including the President and Prime Minister. All candidates for the 500 spots in the legislative body were vetted to ensure they align with the Communist Party's political direction. The Assembly is expected to implement the policy agenda shaped at the Communist Party's National Congress held in January, prioritising sustained economic growth and political stability. The NASA Communication Network is preparing to briefly lose contact with the Artemis mission as it makes its way around the far side of the moon. The 4 astronauts will spend 6 hours collecting images and other details from a side of the lunar surface that's never been seen by human eyes. Rhianna Lyons from the CSIRO says they'll lose contact for around 40 minutes, but the entire team is well prepared.
Pretty much any time that Houston's having to talk to them, it has to come through the Canberra Deep Space Network as well as the Deep Space Network around the world in Madrid and California. Our trackers have been doing a fantastic job maintaining the communication channels and just keeping the mission going in the sense of the communication. So really, really awesome work from everyone at the station.
A toddler is fighting for his life after a near drowning at a private residence in Queensland. Paramedics were called to a property at Tara on the Western Downs this afternoon. A QAS spokesperson says the boy was taken to Tara Hospital in a life-threatening condition. Life flight helicopter crew were also called to assist. Adelaide will be without Darcy Fogarty for its AFL Gather Round opener against Carlton on Thursday. Fogarty missed Adelaide's loss to Fremantle with a back injury, and Crows coach Matthew Nicks confirmed he'll miss at least one more match. Isaac Cumming will return to the side after missing the Dockers' loss through illness. The Crows will take on an under-pressure Carlton following losses to North Melbourne and the Demons, but Nick says his side needs to focus on their own game, having lost 3 close matches to the start of its season.
They're one of the best starting teams in the competition, and it's amazing if you can just get some momentum and they're able to keep hold of that. We got our work cut out for us because we're not necessarily starting well. We're sitting in the opposite space at the moment, so we've got a real focus on the start of the game and how we go about that.
An American, Shakuri Richardson, has won the women's stall gift with a time of 13.15 seconds off scratch in the handicap event. The 26-year-old produced a stunning time. It's just the third time a woman has won the famous race. ABC News.
Throws it, goals it.
Get your footy fix
live and ad-free with ABC Listen.
AFL, NRL, men's and women's.
This season, don't let life get in the way of the footy. Hear it on ABC Listen.
ABC Sports coverage of the 2026 NRL Premiership.
Long ball goes right. Pez it away to Moses. Moses out the back to Russell. Russell steps past one. Nakasini. Ball away. Simonson dives over to score in the corner despite the efforts of Madden. He's over. What a finish. Because there was a bad pass in there. But a brilliant finish by Bailey Simonson. At 11 minutes gone. Parramatta score first. 1 metre out. 2 tackles left. Paris Smith away. Barlow tried to crash over. I think he may have. Referee Peter Goff points to the spot. Tried to Junior Barlow. It crashed over from close range. Another chance here for the West Tigers. Short ball the bullet. Flick pass away. And diving over to score is Adam Dewey. He beat 2 of them. He's over. Adam Watts doing. Dewey has scored. Parramatta 10. West Tigers 4. 11 minutes left in the half. Caroyas out. Dummy short side left. Sends a Specky out to the right centre field to Dewey. Keeps going that way to Buller. Then away to Pierce Paul. Step past Kelly. One-hander back to Buller. And he says Buller to Nakabakalebu. Jareem's over to score. Oh, that thrilling stuff by the Tigers. Parramatta is bamboozled. Here's Madden for the lead. Stutter step in. He moves in with the right boot. Strikes it, likes it, kicks the goal. He's 2 out of 2. And it's now West's 12, Parramatta 10.
ABC Sports coverage of the 2026 NRL Premiership.
On your radio, ABC Sport Digital Radio.
And ABC Listen.
Yeah, nail-biter here at Western Sydney Stadium. West Tigers 12, leading Parramatta 10. You with Matthew Elliott, Ruan Sims. I'm Andrew Moore on ABC Sport. And I gave a little Fijian reference there when Jareem Buller scored. And a real Nissan Buller to all our listeners in Fiji via Radio Australia, because they're going through cyclonic conditions at the moment. And I know family friends of ours have actually been to Fiji with them a couple of times. The Douglases are over there at the moment. They chose to go without us. And it is just belting down. And there are concerns over what may happen over there at the next couple of days. So to all our Fijian friends, fingers crossed that you're all battened down and you're all safe and sound, and it's not as bad as the forecast would indicate over the next couple of days there throughout Fiji. This is the last game in round 5. Round 6 begins Thursday night. Only a few sleeps. We're into it again at Stadium Australia. We'll be on air from 7 p.m. on ABC Listen. It's Canterbury Bankstown against the unbeaten Penrith Panthers, and it's on the 3 of us. We're back there on Thursday night.
I'm excited, Andrew.
Yeah, how good. Then on Friday, myself, Luke Lewis and Michael Carianis, we're leaving on a jet plane heading to Perth. And that means at Wollongong Stadium from 5:30 on ABC Listen, 6 p.m. on local radio. You, Matthew, John Gibbs and Brett Sprigg will be at Wollongong Stadium for St George Illawarra against Manly Warringah. Boy, and then at Lang Park, it's the Broncos against the North Queensland Cowboys. Both teams having won 3 in a row, but the Broncos now without Ben Hunt, Adam Reynolds and Reece Walsh. On Saturday, we'll be on air from 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Time at Perth Stadium. If, Matt, you could give us some directions, we'd appreciate it, with the pre-game show. Then at 3 o'clock, we'll be calling South Sydney against the Canberra Raiders, and then the 5:30 game between Cronulla Sutherland and the Sydney Roosters. So hopefully a couple of really good games here in Perth.
So the reason that I'm not going to Perth this year is that my cab fare was too too high for the ABC to send me back.
I don't want to get personal about it, but maybe. 7:30 game on Saturday night is at Amy Park in Melbourne. The Storm taking on the Warriors. Quentin Hull, Ryan Hoffman and Ian Cohen to bring you the action there. Then on Sunday, myself, Louis and MC will be doing the pre-game show from midday till 2 in the Perth studios. At 2 p.m, you get another gig. Matthew Elliott will be with Spriggy and Gibbsy again, right here for Parramatta against the Gold Coast. 4 o'clock game at Campbelltown Stadium. West Tigers against Newcastle with Glenn Lauder, Dean Hallertau and Bridget Murphy. The Dolphins have the bye and they look like they could do with it at the moment. So that's what's coming up next week. We'll look at that in more detail on the post-game show here until 6:30. But fair bit, Matthew, to play out right here.
Absolutely, Andrew, and I wish I could say that I feel really strongly about one team dominating the other, but we saw the power of possession again in that 40 minutes, didn't we? How the game swung.
Well, if ever you're going to use the cliche tale of two halves, it'd be in that 40 minutes, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, and again, it's just a really good indicator of modern footy is that you can't afford to give the ball away through unforced errors, and we saw a few of them in that first half. I will also say this, if Parramatta are going to rely entirely on Mitch Moses to get him around the park, you know, it's not fair on him. It's what you're doing is you don't even have to worry about Jonah Pizzette at the moment. He's not doing anything, Andrew, of threat.
So it'll be Mitch Moses to get us underway. We'll check in with Roo shortly downstairs. Half-time, and it is 12-10 to the West Tigers. Parramatta running right to left, defending the southern end of the ground, running towards the Leagues Club end, and here we go. And Mitch Moses sends the kick-off down to the northern end of the ground. Taken by Tavana. He got the pass away after colliding with Xiaomi Mi, and he's tackled 13 now from his own line. He'll play the ball to Croyasau. Comes left to Sunia Taruva. He's scored 19 out from his own line by Riley Smith. Dummy half Croyasau. Goes left to Hunt. Left foot step into the defence. Guymer was in there with Tuivasa, and he got the pass away as well to Buller, who skips over the 30-metre line, over the 40, and holding on to him is Luca Moretti for dear life. Stands in the tackle, 5 short of halfway. Played to Croyasau. Goes left to Madden. He links up on that left edge with Samuela Fainu, and he's tackled by Kelma Tuolangi. 8 metres in Parramatta territory. Now they work it right to 12, who's been terrific. Got through Guymer. Caught by Smith. 32 out from the line. Last play Tigers. Croyasau goes right to Madden. The kick from 35 metres out to the wing of Addo. Carr flies through the air, and the Fox comes down with it. He's shoved backwards. Held as the call. 6 out from the Parramatta line. 1 minute gone, second half. 12-10 to the Tigers, and what a great set by them to start this second half. Now Joash Papali at first receiver. His knockback still inside his 10 by Sione Fainu. Played to Pezzett. He sends it away left now to Simonson. He's dumped to the ground by Pierce Paul. 12 out from his own line. Played to Pezzett. Comes open side right. Parramatta are going nowhere in a hurry. 15 out from their own goal line. Simonson plays the ball to Smith, goes right to Guymer. He's caught. 24 out from his own line, bringing up the last. Smith, a dummy half, sends it away for the Mitch Moses kick from just outside his 20. It's a spiralling kick down there. It goes to Bullet, takes it on one knee. 25 out from his own line, heads over the 30. Gives it away now to support in Lily. He's up to halfway and he'll play it 7 in from the eastern touchline. 12-10 Tigers will burst out of the gates to start this second half. Nakasini now first receiver, has scored 8 metres in Eels territory.
Absolutely, Andrew, and I can tell you a player that's made a big difference in their go forward since he's come off the bench is Royce Hunt. Punching through the line, getting a lot of second phase play.
Now Lily caught 29 out, played to Croyasau. Goes left to Buller, who's been heavily involved. Nice tackle though, brings him down by Pezzett. 18 out for the goal line, and now it comes to the right side. Croyasau, 12, then away to Madden, plays out the back to Dewey. Dewey a show and go, steps. Pezzett brings him down with help over the top from Kautonga. 7 out from the line, last tackle. Taruva dummy half, spins at centre field, left Madden, kicks back to the blind side, looking for Tavana the winger. He gets there, can he score? Yes! The man who they call TT, Tino Tavana, great catch. Great strength to ground the footy. West 16, Parramatta 10, 3 gone second half. And this second half is starting with a first led off Matthew Elliott. That is all the West Tigers.
Absolutely. After 2 great sets in possession, Andrew, the ball is right over near the right-hand touchline. They come back infield. Jock Madden, we've seen him do this once already today. Kicks back to the right-hand side, and what a take. And he has to do plenty of hard work there. Rolls through the tackle, slams the ball down. Not happy about it at all. Absolutely celebrating.
So he should. That's a great effort. Touchline, Ruan Sims.
Well, again, all the action is happening in front of us. Jock Madden balanced himself so beautifully to put that kick in, and Tavana flew high, and like you said, a lot of work to put it down. But halftime messages from the Eels. Jason Rolls was happy with the way they started the game, but he wants them to continue with their good defence and reduce the opportunities and run expletive hard, was what a big message. From the Tigers, Benji was really happy with their resilience. He wants them to start fast and make sure their defensive principles are sound. But I tell you what, it was their attack principles all on show then.
I thought you were going to say Rolls' message was don't let them score early. And they have. Tavana the try, 16-10. And here's Madden, 20 metres out, 10 in from the western touchline. Geez, they look a good team when they're playing like this, the West Tigers. Top 4 bound if they can win this game. They lead by 6. Madden looking to extend that. With the right boot, he strikes it. He likes it. He's kicked the goal. He's 3 out of 3. West Tigers 18, Parramatta 10. That means they've scored 8 unanswered points. And honestly, in the last 25 minutes of game time, Matthew, they've been so dominant.
They have, Andrew, and again, they're not by trying to do fancy things, but just playing very direct football. What about their 2 last yardage sets, both in attack and defence? Absolutely outstanding. Take a bow, Benji Marshall.
Neil on the text line says, you are courageous going to Perth without Matty. Surely without him you'll get lost. Well, like I say, I'll get Matty to put pins in things. He knows where all the stadiums are. He knows what's only a 3-minute walk away.
Don't forget your Lanyon either.
My Lanyon. Okay, West Tigers. Do you know what? I am going to forget my Lanyon, and I'm going to take my Lanyon instead. Go back to being a ghost.
I'll just go.
Ball played, Karoyasau goes left to Hunt. He's tackled 25 out from his own line. West 18, the Lanyon wearer, Matthew Elliott, is with me. Parramatta 10 as they attack left edge. Tackle made on Simula Fainu. 10 short of... Halfway, Groyes sends it right to Twali's court. 3 short of halfway. West Tigers with it. With this 18-10 lead. Groyes goes right to Madden on the last. Kicks it downfield, end over end down to Josh Adokar. He catches a 12 out from his own line. Heads over the 20 into a wall of Tigers chasers. Headed by Kai Pearce-Paul. Tackle made 22 out from the Parramatta line. Also there was Xiaomi Mi. And it's a slow. He wouldn't let go, Kai Pearce-Paul. Set restart. Comes up here for Parramatta, who take the ball now 30 out from their own line. How can they get back into this game? Play to Papali. He sends the ball right edge as the Eels are held 15 metres short of halfway. 20 in from the eastern touchline. Simonson plays it to Smith. Goes to the right side. And caught in the tackle is Tuavati, just short of halfway. Flat pass goes left. Here's a wraparound ball for Geimer. Links up with Tuavati. He's going to be tackled 10 metres in West Tigers territory and 20 in from the western touchline. Crowd figure is sensational here, as now it's Geimer centre field. Tackled 30 out from the goal line. Ball on the last, played to Smith, goes right to Moses from 24 metres out, kicks to the northeast corner of the wing of Blaulili. The ball is caught by Parramatta and the intercept pass is thrown to Samuel Fainu. He gets it away back to his right to Buller. He scored 8 out from his own line. It looks so promising there for Parra. 6 minutes 20 gone, second half. West Tigers 18, Parramatta 10. The crowd officially 29,397. That's a fair dinkum sellout here. 29,397 as the Tigers take it up to their own 30. Karoyasau dummy half. He comes back centre field right to Taruva. Backs his way into the defence and caught 14 metres short of halfway. Three-quarter time in the AFL. Hawthorn now in front of Geelong, 69-65. Here's a break made by Croissant after an offload from Xiaomi Mi. Played 7 metres in Eels territory on the last. Madden sends it high. Taruva flying through. Joash Papali flies high. Great catch. 10 out from his own line. West 18, Parramatta 10, 7 gone in the half.
Gee, Papali needed to come up with that catch, didn't he, Andrew? And Josh Adokar trying to find some space, runs across field and gets driven back inside his own 10-metre area.
Ball played to Pezzett, goes right to Simonson, and he's knocked to the ground. My goodness, this is dominant from the West Tigers. Parramatta at the moment don't have any answers. As it comes left to Williams, running off Riley Smith. Jack Williams scored 22 out from his own line by Hunt. And 12. Now Guymer goes left to 2 of 80. He runs into the defence, 3 of them there, including Dewey. And he drops off the tackle in the end, but Pierce Paul did not, and nor did Xiaomi Mi. Kick on the last from Mitch Moses. And it allowed to bounce by Lalidi. He picks it up now on the 20, heads over the 30 into Guymer and Tuilangi, 14 short of halfway. Tigers 18, Eels 10, 8 gone second half to the touchline. Rowan Sims.
Well, if you thought there was a bit more venom in that defensive set by the Tigers, there definitely was, because Jock Madden was taken out as he kicked the football and they were not happy.
So now 8 short of halfway, Roo. It's the West Tigers with the footy. Tackle made on the most recent try scorer, Tavana, on halfway. Now to the right, Adam Dewey steps into the fence of Kautonga and Smith. Great run by Dewey. Gets to within 30. They look so vulnerable here, Parramatta. Centre field, southern end played Croissant. Goes left to 12 away to Madden. Short ball on, and the tackle made 21 out from the 21 out from the goal line on Samuel Fainu. Last tackle, Madden. He kicks across field to the southwest corner, Adokar, and it's taken by him ahead of Tavana this time. Great catch by the Fox. 8 out from his own line. Plays it quickly to Pezzett. He sends the ball open side right, and Kelly scored 11 out from his own line. Tigers 18, Eels 10. That was the half-time score. 9 minutes gone second half as Parramatta now, Matthew, take it 21 out from their own line.
Well, just to extend on your point, Andrew, about Parramatta trying to find a solution, what you can't do is do it on your own. And at the moment, every one of their hit-ups are 1 out, and the West Tigers are just feeding on it.
Well, they kind of look knackered. Here's Guymer, centre field. He's scored.
Kind of look knackered, Andrew. They are.
14 short of halfway, played to Smith. Comes to the right, Moses. Pressure from Xiaomi Mi. Good long kick, but taken by retreating Laulili. 4 out from his own line. Heads up over the 10 to the 20, and then he's tackled 25 out from his own line. How the Parramatta Eels would love to force a mistake here. Andrew asked Ruan if any of the brownies were tampered with before Matthew ate them. Sounds like it's his ball.
That explains everything.
He got a short pass away. Jackie wouldn't do that, Roo, to the brownies, would she?
No, she wouldn't, but I would.
You would, 100%. Is Taruva caught 4 short of halfway. The ball play, 10 in from the western touchline. Pierce Paul to Dewey. Goes right to left. Through hands now, way to Buller. Links up with Macassini, who's caught 10 metres inside Parramatta territory by Williams, who's basically been playing at right centre since Russell went from the field. On the last, to kick from Madden, 41 metres out, down to Adokar. Moves to his right. Nice, great catch by Josh Adokar, but he took forever to get up. Caught by Croissant, 11 out from his own line. Just under half an hour to go, and it's 18-10 to the West Tigers. As Parramatta hit it up, 18 out from their own line. Joash Papali tackled, he thought dangerously, or his teammates at least did. Play on. Smith goes right to Moses, turns it into Kelma Tuilangi. He scored 22 out from his own line. They're struggling to get out of their own way here, Parramatta, as it comes to the right edge again, just outside their 30. Ball's played now. A 2 of 80 to Smith. Goes short side right to Moses. Took on the defence, but he's nailed. 3 short of halfway. Played on the last. Comes to the left. And Jonah Pezzett sends up the midfield roost. Down to the left wing, taken by Buller, 13 out from his own line. He puts the step on, run away from 1 into Riley Smith, and he scored 25 out from his own line. 29 minutes to go. West Tigers 18, Parramatta Eels 10. Padres, the Tigers have it on their own 30.
Well, Andrew, we've had 1 stoppage in this second half, and that was a try. And just the speed of the footy is really starting to take effect. There's going to be an individual here that's going to absolutely burst this game. wide open.
It is now the West Tigers, 7 short of halfway. 12 plays at Coroyasau. Flat pass left to Hunt. Brilliant flick to Coroyasau. Ball touched and followed through by Parramatta. They keep it like the Tigers to Dewey. Dewey's going to be wrapped up by Kelly. No, it was not touched. Last tackle, and Dewey's 29 out from the Parramatta line. Played to Coroyasau. Comes right to Jock Madden. Up she goes again. Pressure on Papali. He takes it. And there might have been a shove there on Tavana. There was. It's a penalty going to the West Tigers, their 5th of the day. 18-10 West lead, 12 on second half, and there's a little shove there coming on the winger, Tino Tavana. Mitch Moses unhappy again. And O'Carr has a grimace, and it happened down in front of you, Ruan Sims.
Yeah, it certainly did, and the West Tigers have got so much energy. They've got plenty of petrol in the tank here. Talon De Silva has just been brought on for the Parramatta Eels. Hopefully he can provide some spark through the middle for them.
Well, he's done it, hasn't he, in recent weeks, Talon De Silva. But first things first is defending their own goal line. Tap taken by Taruva. Goes to Latu Finu, way to Terrell May. Backs his way to within 11 of the goal line. He plays the ball Coroyasau. West in search of a 4th try. Madden to Dewey. Back on the inside of Magazzini. He beat one low. Dragged down 3 metres out from the goal line. Talon De Silva came in over the top. Happy dummy half. Goes right to Latu Finu. Way to May. Stepped away from Kautonga once. Kautonga comes at him again, and May gets a one-hander over the top to Buller in heavy traffic. Dummy by Buller, caught by Walker after De Silva had missed him 3 out. Right in front of the southern post. Coroyasau goes left to Madden. Stab kick in goal. It's taken by the Eels. They've got it. There'll be a goal line dropout. And West Tigers, I can't believe how much they are bending the Eels, and equally I'm admiring how the Eels won't be broken just yet.
Yeah, they're showing some great resilience defensively. They've got to do a short drop out here, Andrew, and get this ball back. If they kick long, they're off with the Pixies.
Let's see whether they're with the Pixies or they're Matt Elliott. Here's the line drop out from Moses towards the eastern touchline, and it's a shocker. It's over the touchline on the full. It'll be a play the ball for West, 10 metres out. Pixieville.
Well, at least he had a crack at it, but Mitch Moses, I think he should have kicked to his left-hand side there. That's his best way of doing it.
Oh, they're going to say should have kicked long. You play the ball now. Magazzini for the West Tigers. Comes right side. They look so poised to just crack this game right open here. They lead 18-10 with 25 minutes 45 to go. Dummy half to Coroyasau. Goes right Latu Finu, way to Terrell May. May backs his way to within 6, 5, 4, 3 metres of the goal line. Play now to Coroyasau. Fires it away left to Madden to Dewey. Dewey dummies, then sends it on the inside to Laulili. But the defence comes across, put down 8 metres out. Williams was in there with Geimer and De Silva. 10 in from touch east corner. It's played and it comes to the right, Madden. Away to Latu Finu, they're set. Coroyasau to Buller. Buller to the 10. Dummies goes himself, tackled 2 out. He had Taruva and Tavana to his right. Played now to Pierce Paul. Comes to the left, Madden away centre field to Terrell May. He marches into Williams and held up. 8 metres out. Last tackle Tigers, Coroyasau. He goes left to Madden. Then away Dewey. Cut out pass is a shocker. Laulili had to drive behind him. It comes off his fingertips and over the eastern touchline. West Tigers 18, Parramatta 10, 25 left. Boy, what a defensive set again from the Eels.
Yeah, well, that's 3 in a row, Andrew. And look, the last pass execution there by Adam Dewey, he'd be extremely disappointed with, but that was a really good attacking set. They asked a lot of questions, and there was about 3 try-saving tackles in that one set there by the Parramatta Eels.
Worryingly for Parramatta, Mitch Moses with the trainer. It looks like getting a groin, upper leg strapped at least, as now Parramatta have a 29 out for their own line. Defence from Coroyasau and Latu Finu. Ball played now, and De Silva. He sends it left to Walker. He's caught middle of the park, 12 short of halfway. And if Parramatta can score next, it's game on. Anything could happen. They get a burst of energy. Here's Kautonga. He's going to be caught 4 short of halfway. Thought about the offload, but wisely held it to his chest. Plays it on halfway to Silva. Short side left, pairs it away to Brian Kelly, but nothing doing there. Coroyasau was there with Kai Pearce-Paul. 5 metres in West Tigers half. Last tackle Eels to Silva, goes right Moses. Up goes the kick. End over end. Buller moves to his left and forward. He's got it 17 out from his own line. Spins it up to Laulili. He gets straight past Simonson. Now he straightens Laulili. And he's caught at 28 out from his own line. 23 and a half to go. 18-10 West lead. Touchline Ruan Sims.
Well, that end is definitely cursed because Wyatt Raymond took a tumble as well.
So now it is the West Tigers. And they have it 11 metres short of halfway. Ball's going to be played to Karoyasau. Here's Seuss. It restarts back-to-back for the Tigers. They now have 7. Ruled on by referee Panickety Peter. Wyatt Raymond Goff. Karoyasau goes left away to Madden. Then he links up with Buller. Buller a short ball to Macassini. Got it away to Laulili. He cuts in field. Tackled by Moses. 29 out from the Parramatta line. 2 in from the eastern touchline. Plays the ball now to Macassini. Goes to the right. Madden away. Centre field. Buller. He's caught. Oh, it's a good strong run. However, he's 26 out from the line. It's played. Karoyasau goes right to Madden at the line. He offloads to Dewey through half a gap. Dewey, a one-hander back to Buller. Look out. Flick pass on the inside to Nuba. Got away from Barlaw. Runs across field. Close to the goal line. Held up to Ruba. Over the touchline. Wow, what desperate defence. And now Papali involved in a push and shove with Taruba. Other players coming in from modern day Melly. 18 gone, second half it remains. West Tigers 18. Parramatta 10, but my question for you is, Matthew, how?
Well, there, Adam Dewey, who's been in amazing form lately, makes half a break down the right-hand side. Gets cleaned up in a try-saving tackle, gets the ball to Taruba. He's really easy to tackle, Andrew. He's got no speed or footwork. Bounces around 7 times. I tell you what, Parramatta, they're behind on the scoreboard, but they've got a lot to be proud of already in this game. What an amazing defensive effort we just witnessed there.
So it is 18-10, and Roo, as Parramatta take the restart, they've got it 18 out from their own line through Simonson. Tigers' attack for the most part's been great, but this Parramatta last-ditch defence is extraordinary.
It certainly has been, but it's going to be under the pump even more. Jonah Pezzett is being removed from the field with a large gash to his head. He's coming off for an HIA. Another reshuffle here for the Parramatta Eels and another set restart.
Yeah, they get awarded at Roo. They've got it 13 short of halfway. Ruan Sims, Matthew Elliott, I'm Andrew Moore. NRL Monday here on ABC Sport as Geimer on the right edge. Riley Smith comes back on for the Pezzett HIA. Walker, short ball goes left to Barlaw. They need Junior Barlaw at his best. He's 10 metres in West Tigers territory. Played to De Silva. Goes right, Moses away, Geimer. Caught ball and all by Samuela Fainu. 32 out from the line. 2 tackles left the Eels. De Silva goes left to Barlaw. Links up with Riley Smith now playing in the halves, I'd imagine. Caught by Karoyasau and Pierce Paul. 23 out from the line. Last play, Parramatta. De Silva goes right to Moses. The kick from 23 metres out. Looking for Simonson. It's short of the line. Simonson a great catch, but he couldn't do anything with it. But he does earn a penalty. Tigers streaking downfield in Madden, but the penalty has been awarded to Parramatta. It's first of the half, it's third of the game, 19 gone second half, and now Parramatta plays in all sorts of trouble. I think it's Simonson on that far side, limping, was taken by Simonson and he's caught in the air by the West Tigers.
I don't think it's a deliberate action, so just take a breath.
Exactly right.
And take a breath.
Mitch Moses blowing up, and I think he even referred to the ref as bro. It was deliberate bro.
I think it's pretty bad, mate.
So, player has stayed down Simonson.
Just wait.
Mitch Moses comes over again. Peter Goff is saying just wait. It's all in the hands of the bunker now. And with Ashley Klein.
Yeah, it does.
Still seems like an eternity to go, Padre, at 18-10 to the Tigers.
And there's been a stretcher called there, Andrew. So the way that he's come down onto the ground there is his ankle has collapsed underneath him. So, not hopefully, it's just a syndesmosis, but that does not look good.
Let's go down to the sideline. Ruan Sims.
Oh, I was just watching the replay, and as he landed, his cleats got stuck in the ground and his body got bent over, back over towards the southern end there. It is very uncomfortable, and you can see Mitch Moses remonstrating with the referee, not Wyatt Raymond, but Peter Goff. I don't know why you called him Wyatt Raymond, Andrew.
I stuffed it up,
But,
I apologise. I've been Matt Elliott.
You have, but the Medicab is on its way out there, and so I'm just hoping that Bailey Simonson has a really fast recovery, because that looks so awkward.
Yeah, he's surrounded by medical staff through at the moment. Medicab is out there, and players coming from both sides to check on his well-being at the present time. On the text line, Bogger from Rocky. Was it on again out there on that far side?
Yeah.
Players are getting into it again.
And there's no reason to start this when a player's down injured, getting treatment from medical staff. Just go away.
And they're near Bailey Simonson.
Control your team here. I understand that.
So Samuel Fine, who involved among a number of others.
And now there's some hugging going on between players from both sides.
Bogger from Rocky, make sure you resurrect the Dennis Carnahan, Matty Elliott lost in Perth Classic in your pre-game show next week, please. I wouldn't even dream of that. Bogger. Strikes it, likes it, kicks the goal, just new to NRL, and can tell you my missus is sick of me saying that. She's from Melbourne. Mark at the ACT wonders, did Matty say Guy Pearce Paul before? Could have. Sounds like Kai.
Guilty.
Oh, you are guilty.
And I heard myself do it, and I wanted to retract it.
Well, I must admit, I thought you had said it, but then I was worried that your lanyard was too tight.
We can clearly see. In the bin.
Meanwhile, Bailey Simonson, here's a sin bin now. And the toss is still being argued. You've got to go. So the Tigers are down to 12 men. Luke Lely, it is sin bin, Matthew, with Bailey Simonson still on the ground.
I just don't like a player who looks at his crowd. These are circumstances that you've got to learn as a professional, just to leave the field, put your head down, even if you agree with it or not. Don't signal the crowd. Not cool.
So he is walking, trudging very slowly, if not reluctantly, and getting a bit of a spray from Kitiani Kautonga on the way through.
Bit of an accident there with the foul play causing injury. We're not going to have what happens after it. If that's going to continue, I'm more than happy to simply stand and see if we need to. Let's play some footy.
We just did that, Peter Goff. He sat down Luke Lely. But the bigger picture here, Matthew, is obviously this injury to Bailey Simonson. A lot of this, again, will be precautionary, but he's been very carefully placed on the Medicab, and like we saw the other day with Chancellor Krug's Day yesterday, players on both sides will take this.
Yeah, they don't like it. And again, after that little bit of a push and shove over there, the players ended up hugging each other, except for one player who got sin-binned. And just every now and then, even the referee, Peter Goff, said, look, it wasn't intentional foul play, but it still ended up having to sin bin him. So the ref acknowledged that as well, but you can't go, it was an accident and you did this to his ankle and it was an illegal play. You could stay on.
The crowd of 29,397 roaring applause for Bailey Simonson. I think you'll find that triggers the extra player coming on now for the Parramatta Eels, and it's Alex Twidle coming on. So what an opportunity for him. Mark from Fairfield says that the Tigers hang on today, second v third on Sunday v Newcastle. Who'd have thought that before the season started? Yeah, what a great point. So from the restart, it's Parramatta with it, 13 on 12. They're down 18-10, and they're 10 metres out. Para the chant now to Silva. Goes left away to Barlaw, charges into Pearce Paul and Karoya 1 metre out from the goal line next to the sticks. Dummy half to Silva. He goes back to the right to Riley Smith. Plays out the back to Moses. Cut out ball to Papali. He links up with Twidle down the touchline. Corner post flies. He grounds it, but the referee doesn't think successfully. We're bunker bound.
Deferment touch and goal here, whether he drops the ball or not.
Twidle does not look confident for someone so early in his career.
I didn't think so, but I'll go through the whole process.
We get the head-on shot.
Play leading up to this. It's a legitimate tackle.
Madden came across and I think saved the day. Twidle reaches out, headbutts the corner post. Hang on, he's got that down.
Just making sure the ball is grounded.
What? 3/4 of his body is either over the touchline or knocked into the corner post, yet it looks like he's got it down. Are you saying, yeah, Matthew?
I am saying, yeah. That's half a twist. It's called a Barani on the
Ball's grounded in. Just make sure he maintains possession as the ball's grounded.
So, looking side on.
Hands are on the ball and the ball is grounded.
That's right.
Good decision.
Get out of town. West Tigers 18, Parramatta 14. Alex Twidle, who? He just scored the most spectacular finish to a try ever. 20 and a half left to play.
Comes on, first touch of the game that he wouldn't have been expecting to get onto the field. And what about that for a finish, Andrew? A shift to the right-hand side. Some slick hands, but I've got to say the West Tigers scramble coming across, particularly Jock Madden, was outstanding. He hit him with everything.
Appa Twidle gets the try. We'll go down to Roo after the kick. Appa Twidle. Actually, I was talking to some Parramatta friends of mine, or friends of mine earlier, and they said, watch out for Appa Twidle. I'm like, okay, I'll take your word for it. So here's the kick from Moses, 25 out, just in from the eastern touch line. Moses strikes it, missing near side, no goal. So, it remains 18-14 Moses, only 1 from 3. Has anyone ever scored more quickly in an NRL debut? Down to the touchline, Ruan Sims.
Oh, I think we need Jonty Gibbs to know that kind of information. But I tell you what, very smart play by the home side to go back down to that edge, because obviously that's where the player was that was sent to the sin bin. That's where the space was. And I tell you what, the only other part of this guy's body that was infield, other than the hands holding the football, was his left boot. That was incredible.
He's normally a half. He's on the wing. 30 seconds into his career, he's got a try. Appa Twidle. Kick-off comes, and it's the return from Barlaw, 16 out from his own line. And Parramatta are against 12 Tigers for the next 8.5 minutes. Now the Eels, outside their 20, Kautonga, caught by Croyasau, played to De Silva, goes right to Walker to Moses, short ball on to support to Lungi. He's caught 34 out from his own line, about 15 in from the eastern touch line, set restart against the West Tigers. Here's Twidle down the touch line, comes back left to Guymer, dummies, goes himself over the 30, caught 25 metres out. Is this the same Parramatta team of 5 minutes ago? Comes left to Moses, centre field to Walker, show and go by Dylan, ran through one, and now he's taken 14 out from the line in front of the northern post. Dummy half to Silva, goes left Smith away to Kautonga. On that left edge, he's scored 3 metres away. He'll play 10 in from touch. De Silva awaits, 3 tackles left in the set. Long ball right, Barlaw away to Walker, to Riley Smith, they've got numbers. Moses, cut out past Twidle! He's got 2 in 2.5 minutes. Matt, between us, we're 408 years old. Never, ever seen this before. 18 minutes, 10 to go. Twidle has 2. A quarter to a Twidle. It's 18 all with a kick to come.
Well, you talk about a debut, Andrew. He's had 3 touches, 2 tries, 1 break run and a break pass. How do you do that?
Appa Twidle.
Just pass, Parramatta, just pass your ball to the right wing.
Touchline, Ruan Sims.
Well, I don't know if it was the fastest try on debut, but I know for certain it's the fastest 2 tries on debut. He is lightning quick, and I know we've seen so many halves who can also play fullback, who can also play wing, but what poise from such a young man to come in on debut and just hold that position and hold the line and set these Parramatta Eels up for victory today.
He just burnt Macassini down that West Tigers left side in defence. It's 18 all, and Parramatta scored 4 tries to 3. Appa Twidle has scored 2 tries in the first 3.5 minutes of his career.
I just don't know what to say. How mind-blowing has been his start to his... What do you do after that? Do you retire after this game, Andrew? You've done everything. See you later.
We've got a new goal kicker here.
Is he kicking goals now?
We may as well. He could throw it over.
He'd toe poke it over.
18 all the score. Right on that eastern touch line. Parramatta looking for the lead with 17 minutes to go.
Is it De Silva, Andrew? Yes.
Talon De Silva What a first kick for him. With the right boot, he strikes it. It's across the face. It doesn't come back. No goal. So Parramatta between Mitch Moses and Talon De Silva are 1 from 4. And I wonder if that Moses not taking the shot has something to do with the strapping he received about 7 or 8 minutes ago. 4 tries to 3 Parramatta, 2 of them to Twidle, who came onto the field with the injury to Bailey Simonson, who was medicapped from the field. They've used Talon De Silva, Sam Tuivoti, Charlie Geimer, Luca Moretti, and the extra player comes in because of the injury, Twidle. And he scored 2. Kick-off by Madden, taken in goal by Brian Kelly. He gives it away right to Junior Barlaw. Tackle 12 out from the Parramatta line. What a game this has been on Easter Monday. 5 minutes 30 left with Laulili in the sin bin for the Tigers as Kautonga's tackled. 20 out from his own goal line. Ball played to De Silva. Centre field right to Walker. Short ball away to supporters. The Eels are 27 out from their own line, having fought back to 18 all. Tuivoti plays the ball to Silva. Goes right Moses to Tuolangi. Right foot step past 1. Now taken 34 out from his own line and 20 in from touch eastern side. De Silva goes left to Walker. Dummies his way into the defensive line where he's taken by Kai Pearce-Paul. 8 short of halfway on the last. Comes right to Moses. Kicks it downfield. Jareem Bullard wrist to his left with the catch. 6 out from his own line. Heads up over the 10. Heads towards the 20 and he's nailed. 23 metres out from his own goal line. And it's a set restart from the very first play. 8-6 the restarts in favour of the West Tigers here, who are now 30 out from their own line. Cassini plays it. It comes open side right. And the tackle made here on Latu Fainu. 13 short of halfway. Croesau goes to his right. Tavana, he's tackled. 9 short of halfway. Tino Tavana. 18 all. 16 and a half to go. Dewey. Short ball goes right. Here's a one-on-one steal. Pearce-Paul has had it stolen from him. What an effort that time from Brian Kelly. He plays the ball to Addo Carr. Steps his way into Twidle and Croesau. 9 metres in West Tigers territory. Give it to Twidle. The ball comes away to the right to Moses. Sends it in. Tuolangi on the angled run. Back towards centre field. Court 32 out. Coming off the field, Sam Tuivoti for Parramatta. Set restart for the Eels. That player is down on his back. So that's the 7th set restart from referee Peter Goff. And Parramatta in total disarray when it comes to injuries. Have another down at the moment, Kelma Tuolangi. It's 14 minutes 48 left, 18 all, 3 minutes 45 left with that player in the sin bin, Luke Laulili.
He's looking for a hip drop there, and that wasn't a hip drop at all that time. So I don't think he's going to get any joy at all. That's just a tackle around the ankles, and you know, these players sometimes when they stay down, it is a little bit frustrating when they're trying to draw a penalty, Andrew. I don't know what the solution is.
Kelma Tuolangi, I think, has just been told he's got to go for an HIA.
Well, I like that.
Yeah, he's going off, so no harm, no foul, really. In the AFL, Michael Carianis, why he's watching this when we've got this league game on, I'll never know. But he's just sent me a text that's saying more in the AFL. The lead's changed hand 9 times, mate. And it's 85 all Hawthorn. Michael, here's the ball played by Barlaw, 30 out. It goes to De Silva. Sends it right to Jack Williams. I've completely lost count of who's off and who's on and HIAs and everything. It's been that sort of game. 22 out to Silva. Comes to the left. Barlaw to Walker. Turns it on the inside. Moretti. He scored 18 out for the West Tigers line. 18 all the score. Eels attack. De Silva left to Walker. Dummies goes himself. Dragged down 6 metres out from the line. Away to your dummy half, Talon De Silva. They've got numbers to the right. De Silva goes short side left to Kautonga. Curious decision. He's held up. 3 out from the goal line by 3 West Tigers defender and Madden amongst them. And now it comes left side. Knocked on by Parramatta. Carr tried to score a sneaky one, but they've lost the ball. West Tigers scrum feed. 10 out from their own line. 18 all, 14 minutes to go. 3 minutes left in the bin for Laulili.
Mitch Moses and De Silva, they've had a bit of a history, Andrew, haven't they, of having a few conflicts on the field. Mitch just too fewer hissy fit. I think they might need a little bit of a counselling session tomorrow in training.
You know, all they're going to need is
Burn some candles.
one of the Sims family brownies that were made especially for you. Touchline we go, Roo.
There's plenty to go around, so I'm sure we could share them just to make sure that their relationship repairs. But I tell you what, they have so much energy in the tank, the Parramatta Eels. And unfortunately for the West Tigers, there's lots of hands on hips, and they're going to be stuck down in their own quarter.
You know how you just said there's plenty to go around, Roo? After half-time,
Oh, no.
maybe not so many.
Oh, no.
Here's Makasini with the footy. 12 out from his own line, plays it. It comes open side right. Tavana's caught. 18 out from his own line. West Tigers with it. 18 all the score. In fact, it's Latu Fanu who plays it. It goes right to Taruva. He's tackled 21 out from his own goal line. Parramatta led 10-0. West Tigers led 12-10 and 18-10. And now 18 all, 4 tries to 3 to Parramatta. They're outside the 30. The ball played by Alex Safar from the field. Madden goes left, puller away to Dewey. He steps back into the defence, taken 14 short of halfway. Last tackle, West Tigers. They're 20 in from the eastern touchline. Karoyasau fires it right to Madden. He kicks it downfield, an awkward-looking kick, bouncing down to Adokar. He's got it, 15 out from his own line. Heads across field, and he's going to be called by Karoyasau Madden, 28 out from his own line. Am I right, Twidle's only had 2 touches?
You're right.
And he's had 3. And he scored 2 tries. He hits it up in the middle, caught 15 short of halfway, played to Smith. Goes left to Barlaw. Madden is one of 3 defenders with Taruva. And also Pierce Paul, 2 short of halfway. De Silva went right to a juggling Luca Moretti. He's tackled 8 metres in West Territory by Safepath over the top. It's played to De Silva. Comes to the right side, Walker, then to Moses. Mitch Moses dragged down 30 out from the West Tigers line. Quickly played on the last. It comes back to the left side. Parramatta scheming. De Silva to Riley Smith. A left foot kick in hope. Getting back there is Tavana. He takes it in an Adokar. Forces him in goal. Goal line drop out West Tigers. 12 minutes left. Parramatta 18. West Tigers 18. 43 seconds for the Tigers to deal without Luke Laulili, and he'll be back from the bend. Now it's the Tigers' turn, Matthew, to bend, but will they break?
Well, Andrew, with the player down, they look like breaking. They haven't had a great deal of possession or field position in recent times, and De Silva's one of those players that can drive you crazy, but also come up with a genius play. That kick there was perfectly weighted.
Well, he has been down now with the trainer, Talon De Silva.
Trying to get a little bit of attention for maybe getting hit as he kicked the ball, Andrew.
Well, maybe for his ears after the golfully cough from Mitch Moses.
Oh, yeah.
Short line drop out from Madden towards the eastern side. Up goes Twidle. Don't tell me he's catching bombs. No, he's not. That's been caught over the top by the second rower, Samuela Finu. He plays it. It comes right back. Cassini nearly broke the line. Caught 23 out from his own line. It seems like an eternity left, 11 minutes and 15 seconds, as now it's Terrell May. Standing in the tackle, walking forward, 32 out from his own goal line. Play to Karoyasau, goes right to Safar. He's caught 13 short of halfway. Now Lely back on the field. It's 13 on 13 for the final 11 minutes. Comes left to Terrell May, fends away from Barlaw. Crossfield straightens into De Silva. Tackle 4 short of halfway on the last. Good quick play the ball to Royasau. Goes right to a running Madden. Pokes a kick behind the defensive line. Papali's got it. 8 out from his own line. Free and from touch. Oh, Jock Madden, great stuff. Great kick and an even better chase with the tackle 8 out from the Eels line. Play to Smith. Goes right to Adokar. Fends away from Madden. But caught on play 2. 10 out from his own line. Now Papali's got cramp by the looks of things. He's on play 3. Kelly's caught. 15 out from his own line. Riley Smith. Dummy goes himself. Good effort from Riley Smith. Caught 27 out from his own line on play 4. Dummy half to Silva. He sends the ball right Moretti. Claimed 32 out from his own line. Quickly played on the last to Silva. Looks for and finds Moses. Takes a running start and boots it down the throat of Buller. 17 out from his own goal line. Heads up over the 30. Dummy to Laulili. Takes the tackle. 15 short of halfway. 18 all it is. We head to the touchline. Rowan Sim.
Well, Bailey Simonson has had the ambulance called for him. It's a dislocated ankle, suspected fracture in there. Also, Jonah Pezzett has passed his HIA, but he has a hamstring concern. He will not be returning to the fray today.
Boy. Well, let's fingers crossed for Bailey Simonson. That sounds horribly painful. Safer. Gets right to Madden, away to Dewey. Dewey dummies his way into Smith. And Kelly in tackle, 32 out from the Parramatta line. We have 9.5 to go. It's 18 apiece. And now it's Madden. Alex 12 back on the field for the West Tigers. Here up the middle goes Xiaomi Mi now. He's caught 28 metres out. Fine who plays the ball to Croatia. Goes right to Madden. The kick from 25 metres out. Pressure on Adokar. Here comes Tavana. The ball's been knocked on like fancy by someone. No play on, says referee Goff. Back to Dewey. The kick from just inside the touchline. 21 out. Oh, great catch. Yes, it's upper Twidle. He flew to the moon and came down with that 10 metres out from his own line, Twidle.
He's playing right wing, Andrew.
Yes.
What is he doing on the left-hand side of the field?
Defusing the bomb. Wow. Twidle, he could be my favourite player in rugby league after about 15 minutes. Dimer plays it to Smith, goes right to Cowtonga. The pass was not meant for him, but he said, I want it, I got it. And he's caught, no, it comes out the back. Walker up near the 40, caught by Safar and also Sione Fainu. Ball's played, they go short side right to Moses, hands it off on the inside, Williams. He's tackled 1 metre short of halfway. Last tackle, short side, right to Moses. The kick from the halfway line. Buller moves to his left, very close to the eastern touch line. He's got the catch, 9 out, returns it to the 20, caught 23 out from his own line. 8 minutes to go in a thriller. 18 all the scorers now. Laulili up to the 30, caught 31 out from his own goal line. Upper Twidle, by the way, went to Queensland when he was 15 by himself from New Zealand, this young bloke who played SG ball with Para in a premiership winning team 3 years ago. As now the Tigers up the middle. Tackle made on Buller, 9 metres in Parramatta half by Barlaw. It comes from Kuroyas out right to 12, one-hander, back to Appy. He goes to his right to Buller. They look on the inside. Taruba, he's inside the 20. Back to Kai Pierce, poor tackled. 9 out from the goal line. Last tackle, Tigers. Buller, short side right at him. Dewey. No, he's thwarted a metre out. Desperate defence. 18 all the score, and it's going to be a changeover.
Twidle is playing fullback. Guess who made that try-saving tackle?
Upper Twidle.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
It sounds like we're making this dude up.
This is a fiction. This can't be true.
Parramatta 10 out for their own line. What else can I tell you about Upper Twidle apart from what he's doing? He played flex, scored 4 tries in New South Wales Cup last week, and just had a baby girl. He's 22 years old.
My goodness.
He's an achiever, this dude. Upper Twidle. Sam Tuivasa back on the field for Parra. Dimer outside his 20, plays it to the Silver. Goes right to Upper Twidle. And he scored on his own 30 by Safar. Played to the Silver, goes right to Williams. He's fought 11 short of halfway with Matt Elliott, Ruan Sims. I'm Andrew Moore on ABC Sport. It's NRL Monday and we've got a real classic as Walker up the middle scored. 1 metre in West Territory. Last tackle, Eels. It's played to Silver. Goes right to Moses. Sends the kick to the wing of Luke Laulili. He's very calm underneath it. 13 out from his own line. Drifts to the right. Taken 18 out from his own line. Just Ruan Sims on the touchline. Do you have a sense of which team's got more in the tank here?
No, at the moment they are both running close to empty. It will be some individual efforts that come to mind. Upper Twidle potentially for the Parramatta Eels. This could be a Twidle wave.
True. The only one going better than Twidle is you. Here's an offload to the Tigers for Adam Dewey. Takes on Walker up the middle, and he's going to be held 29 out from his own goal line. 18 all, 5 minutes 30 left. Croyce out of the left, Safar to Madden. Then he links up with Buller to Laulili. Great tackle by Papali, who's out there down the right wing. Maybe because of the cramp he suffered, or maybe because Twidle can do everything. Here's Croyce out midfield. He goes to the right on tackle 4 to Pierce Paul. The pass went to his right, been knocked backwards, recovered by Tavana. He's wrapped up by Adokar, 9 short of halfway. 3 in from the western touchline. Played on the last Taruba. Took forever to pass it to Adam Dewey. He boots it downfield. He's going to find the grass. Twidle to his right. Has it on his chest. 20 out from his own line. Papali can barely walk. He's that cramp. As Twidle scored 31 out from his own line. 5 left. 18 all. There's a wrong Matt with you that I want this to keep going and going and going. This game is
chance
awesome.
of that, that's for sure.
12 short of halfway for Parley. He hits it up himself. Taken 6 short of halfway. Regardless, we're with you until 6:30. It's almost 6 o'clock now. Boy, comes to the left. Walker, short ball away to Tuvati. And he's going to be claimed in the defence. 3 in there, including Adam Dewey, just short of halfway, and Kai Pierce-Paul. To Silver to the right, Walker. Got it away to Moses. Short ball, Williams. Rounded up by Macassini. About 20 metres out. Rather was Madden. 40 out from the goal line. Comes to the right edge. Now they're making a break. Mitch Moses over 20. Ankle tap. Gets up. Caught 13 out. Change over. It looked like he was going to get away and score, but great defence by Buller. And then Samuel Afainu.
It was Happy Karoyasau that did the ankle tap there, Andrew. Wow.
Kick's complete for a handover. Parramatta challenge in the on-field decision of a handover.
What? I haven't heard that one before. 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go.
That's a stoppage, is it?
To the hands of Xiaomi.
Did he chop one around the chops from Samuel Afainu? He's on the way down.
He makes high contact, which is a penalty. The challenge is successful.
So, successful challenge for Parramatta. A penalty to Parramatta. But can Mitch Moses kick? It's 18 all, 4 minutes 7 left. The kick will be from 12 in from the eastern touchline. And is Mitch Moses' groin or whatever's been worrying okay to kick? Because De Silva had to take the last one. And they are going to take the 2, and it looks like Mitch will take it.
Wow.
This game ain't over, though. I don't care what happens here.
I know it's not over, Andrew, but it's just... I understand that it was high contact. You can't dispute it. But when a player is 4 centimetres off the ground and falling fast, and you have incidental contact with the head, undoubtedly with the head, I just think that's a tough penalty. And for a game of this quality, for it to be decided by that.
I agree with you, but any of the other 76 minutes is still a penalty.
Yes, you're right.
So Moses 20 out, 12 in from the eastern touchline to put Parramatta in front. They led 10-0, but they've been chasing the tail ever since. Moses 1 from 3, De Silva none from 1. 20 out, 12 in from touch. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left on the ticking clock. The Parley gets treatment in back play for Cram. Here's Moses. He strikes it. He likes it, and holy Moses, they're in front of the Eels. Mitch Moses 2 from 4. Parramatta 20, West Tigers 18, and Ruan Sims beware the short kick-off.
Absolutely, and the stadium has absolutely erupted with that 2-pointer from Mitch Moses. But it is going to be really important that the Eels do not switch off. They must stay alert to that threat. They do have significant aerial threat, the Tigers, and they're already setting up to look to go to this left edge.
And it's Adam Dewey. Up she goes towards the eastern side. It's a perfect kick, and the ball is caught by the West Tigers. Samuel Afainu, 35 out. Played to Macassini. Comes from left to right. Now to Xiaomi Fainu. He got one in the chops. I told you it wasn't over. It's like The Change Room or any other best-selling novel. It had one more chapter to go. Keep turning the pages. 2 minutes 20 left. Penalty to West Tigers. 36 metres out. 20 in from touch eastern side, and Jock Madden says, give it to me, I'll try and level it up.
Andrew, you might faint here, but Mitch Moses came in to contest that call with the referee. Are you in? Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. The referee's telling him.
38, just back here, mate. Jock. Jock.
Jock's setting it up 36 out. He's been told he's got to go 38 out. Sam Cavani is the play penalty. Penalised to the touchline. Ruan Sims.
Yeah, he got moved back to 38 metres, and then when Peter Goff was chatting away to Mitch Moses, he just inched it forward another extra metre. This game has been scintillating, hasn't it?
Oh, I don't want it to end. Here's Madden.
I just watched that high tackle, Andrew,
and I didn't see the replay.
It was about as incidental as the last one. So, 15 all.
Madden 3 from 3. 1 minute 22 to go. Clock is ticking. to level it up at 20. It's a fair distance late in a really tough game of footy. Madden, he strikes it, he likes it, he's kicked it! Parramatta 20, West 20. This is awesome. 69 seconds to be played. Now, what's the tactic here from the kickoff for Parramatta, Padre?
No, you kick long, Andrew. You don't want to kick off short, that's for sure. You don't want to take the opportunity of surrendering any field position. What you do is you get to golden point, you get a little bit of a rest, and you come up with a clear strategy.
Full time in the AFL. Hawthorn beat Geelong 92-91. Text line 0467 920 222. Parramatta no longer all at sea, says Gear Stewart. Mitch says, I said golden point, Padre. Well, looks like it with a minute to go, but who knows with this game. Xiaomi Mi with a return, taken 14 out from his own line. You want the ball in your hand. Possession is more than 9/10 of the law now. Karoyasau, he comes centre field left, and Kai Pearce ball is caught. 19 out from his own line. What a thriller for the crowd here at Western Sydney Stadium. Safar, he's wrapped up 26 out from his own line midway through the tackle count with 36 seconds to go. Dewey goes right back and bang! Kitioni Kautonga hit him with everything. 29 out. Played to Karoyasau. Kautonga's there again, but the offload back to Madden. I reckon he'd be struggling to breathe, so he gives it straight away to Safar. Williams and Bale will oversee the tackle. 32 out from the west line. 15 seconds left. Last play. Comes left to Madden. A little chip over the top of Buller. And, they collide the Parramatta players. But Dylan Walker ends up with it. Too short of halfway. Give it to Twidle. See if he can kick a 58-metre field goal. It comes to Moses instead. He punts it downfield. Behind Dewey is at fullback. Dewey going back for it. Goes a 4 out from his own line. What's he going to do? Crosses the 10 and then runs over the touchline. Whew. This is amazing stuff. It's 20 all Parramatta and the West Tigers. Even Mitch Moses is smiling at the moment. This has been extraordinary. Matthew Elliott, 20 all, 4 tries to 3 to Parramatta. We've got more of this, you beauty.
Yeah, Andrew, what a game of footy. It's had everything. Had high quality attack, high quality defence. There's going to be a few storylines that come out of it. Some of the decisions made. It's like war and peace at its best. Just such a great game of game.
Now, Twidle Twidle D, oh my good, how good is he? What a debut, says Ian in Cessnock. So, Andrew, the greatest milking of a penalty by Moses, once again refereeing, ruining a game. Michael, this game has not been ruined by refereeing. This game is unreal. And that will be depending on which eyes you're watching the game from. But the players are in a huddle now. Gee, Roo, they've got to dig deep here, both teams, haven't they? This has been exhausting for both sides.
They certainly do. There's been a lot of second phase play, which really takes it out of the tank. Both captains are just heading over with the referee, Peter Goff, to do a toss and get ready to see who's going to kick off and who's going to receive. Let's watch live.
Tails is call.
And listen.
There was more over the half. Tails is call.
They can't even get the toss right.
The way you run then if you receive it.
Oh, no, okay, they let it go. I thought it ended up on its point.
Keep going that way. So you're going to kick off. Stay the same way.
So Parramatta will kick off. West Tigers will get first use of the footy and they won't change sides. Was Mitch Moses literally arguing the coin toss there?
He was arguing that it was on its side and why it hadn't landed flat. I'm going to faint.
So if you don't know what's doing, extra time, first scorer wins. It's 5 minutes. They run West Tigers left to right, Parramatta right to left. If there has been no points, they'll swap over again for the last 5 minutes. And if it's still level after a total of 90 minutes, it'll be a draw and 1 point each. Who do you like from here, Matthew? Who's going to hold their nerve and win?
Wow, Andrew, that is a really hard question to answer. How about I try this? Apparently, Parramatta are a good chance.
Yes, Parramatta. Let's go downstairs, Roo. Who do you like from here?
I'm going to stick with my original decision. I'm going with the Tigers.
Okay, up and Twidle to kick off. Parramatta 20, West Tigers 20. Up and Twidle on debut. Came in as the 5th interchange due to the injury suffered by Bailey Simonson and scored 2 tries in less than 3 minutes. Twidle kicks off. Down to the right wing of Sunia Taruba. He gives the pass away. And Fainu's caught. Down 16 out from his own goal line. The ball played to Croissau. Goes left to Ruba. Wrapped up by Walker and Barlord. 20 out from his own goal line. 2 plays into extra time. Coming half Croissau. Goes left away to 12. Wrapped up 27 out from his own line. He was Matthew Elliott, Ruan Sims. I'm Andrew Moore. NRL Monday on ABC Sport. There's now a strong run for the Tigers. Gets them to within 15 of halfway. It's played and it comes to the right. Dewey to Madden. And then a pass away rather from Safe to Madden to Dewey. He's knocked down 10 short of halfway by Barlaw and Kelly. Last tackle west. Croissau. Short side right to Madden. Pressure on the kick from inside the 40. End over end down to Twidle. He's got it 17 out from his own line. Heads over the 20 to the 30, and he's going to be put to the ground. 30 out from his own goal line. 12 was in there with Fanua Bolle. Started with headgear on. It's been discarded. Played to Papali. It goes left to Addo Carr. He's wrapped up 33 out from his own goal line. 1 minute 10 gone in extra time. 20 all the score as all Parramatta eyes are on Mitch Moses. Now the Eels 10 short of halfway. It's played to De Silva. Goes right to Barlaw. Good strong run up to halfway on play 4. He'll play it centre field to De Silva. Short ball left to Williams. Great tackle Croissau. 42 out from the goal line. Last tackle Parramatta. Comes right to Moses. Set for a field goal. Moses strikes it. He's got the distance, but he's missed it to the right. No goal. And crucially, that's a 7-tackle set. A 7-tackle set now for the West Tigers. Tap taken by Luke Laulili. Caught Matty 30 out from his own goal line.
Oh, he nailed that, and it just faded to the right-hand side of the post, probably in the last 2 metres. What a kick.
Croissau goes right to Ruba. Tackled freak short of halfway. 2 minutes gone in extra time, 20 apiece. Now to the right with Terrell May. He stands in the tackle, 8 metres in Parramatta territory. It's advantage Tigers. They've still got 4 tackles to go this set. Fanua Bolle taken now by the defence of Williams and Kautonga, 31 out. Right up the middle goes Twidle. He knows what to do. He's experienced. He's 22 out. Madden is set deep. Croissau dummy half. Spins it deep to Madden, but he's under pressure. Goes right down through head. Dewey a chip over the top. Oh no! Jack Williams had hands like feet and he dropped it. There were 2 Watlers there, Ruan Sims. What was Dewey doing? And what on earth was Jack Williams thinking?
Well, Jack Williams, he's so fatigued. He worked so hard to put himself in a position there, but he just snatched at the football. He wasn't expecting it to come back to him. But this puts the West Tigers in the box seat here for victory. Jock Madden, they shot up on him. He couldn't get the kick away. Tried to shift it, but the players outside him weren't paying attention. But right now they're paying attention because he is barking orders.
20 metres out the scrum, fed by Madden. It's in the hands of the Tigers now to the left. Buller back now into the centre. And Macassini's tackled by Tuolangi, 19 out. Croissau goes right. Fanua Bolle right up the centre. He goes straight through one. Dragged down 10 out. It was Williams who missed the tackle. He's so tight. He's seen 2 plays, 2 balls. Back to Madden. Field goal! No! It's missed to the right, but it's a penalty. Parramatta's inside the 10. Penalty to the West Tigers. They are going to win. It's only 2 or 3 metres to the right of the post. The kick from Madden missed, but he's going to have a chance to win it for the West Tigers with a penalty goal. With 1 minute and 4 seconds to go in the first period of extra time.
Well, you'll never guess, Andrew. Mitch Moses up there complaining about the call, but when you look at the replay, they weren't just a little bit offside.
And we can't complain about it. We used to win, the refs didn't do anything in extra time. Peter got trying to get players away, and unfortunately, we've seen this with the Roosters and James Tedesco. When the captain sets such a bad example of arguing with the referee, the other players follow suit.
So have a look at this, Andrew. Ball's not played yet.
Oh, that player charging at Madden was about 5 metres offside. Meanwhile, Madden for the win. 14 out, 3 or 4 to the right of the post. 50 seconds to go in the first period of extra time. What an incredible game. Jock Madden He's kicked 4 from 4. The 5th will win it. Here he goes. He comes in now with the right boot. Madden strikes it, likes it, wins it. West Tigers have beaten Parramatta 22 points to 20 here at Western Sydney Stadium. What an effort by the players from both teams. They say it takes 2 to tango. My gosh, didn't they tango? 22-20 in extra time. The winning goal comes in the 85th minute. For the West Tigers, they actually were outscored 4 tries to 3, but they win 22-20. The West tries to Adam Dewey in the 29th minute, Jareen Buller in the 35th, Tino Tabana in the 43rd, and Jock Madden 5 from 5. Abby Croissau on report in the 9th minute, Luke Laulili Simbin in the 59th, 8 restarts. For Parramatta, 20 points, tries to Bailey Simonson in the 11th minute, Junior Barlaw in the 15th, they led 10-0, and then this young bloke, 22-year-old Arpa Twidle, scored with his first touch in the 60th minute, and again in the 62nd on the right wing. Mitch Moses, 2 goals from 4 attempts, and Talon De Silva, none from 1. Kitione Kautonga on report in the 4th minute for a hip drop. Penalty 7-4 to the West Tigers, including the game-winning one as it turned out, but Matthew, what a game.
Absolutely very difficult to explain, Andrew. I've got to say I felt for Peter Goff leaving the field there. I think he copped a few earfuls, and such a tough game. What an amazing spectacle. Right from the first set of the game, Andrew, the quality was very apparent, and it didn't go away. The fatigue at the end of that 80 minutes was just so clear and apparent and they found more energy.
All right, well,
golden point.
Let's see how much energy Adam Dewey has left. Here he is with Roo.
Thanks very much, Adam. I'm going to grab you quickly because I know you have to go and do television. But can you describe that feeling? Can you put it into words?
It's a miracle. Yeah, big result. It's probably a game in the past few years we'd let go. Coming off a big win like last week, we struggled to find consistency at times. So we wanted to really come out and show what we're like this year, and we're a different team, and to be down there and then come back and draw and clutch up in the end, it's really good.
And Benji spoke at halftime about how proud he was of your resilience in that first half and to focus on your defensive principles. They were so sound, those words, for that second half.
Yeah, I mean, we've been 10 points down the past 3 games. It's not been like doing that, and we scored a few tries late in the first half, and it seems to be a reoccurring theme. So definitely take the 2 points today and go back to Campbelltown and face Newcastle next week.
Your halves partner, Jock Madden, has been outstanding the last couple of weeks. He's so poised, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been great for me. His dad meant to just take a backward seat and let him do his thing. I back his ability, everyone in the team backs his ability, and yeah, he's been really good for us.
When you were down to 12 players, what was the chat like? Because it looked like you just got plenty of energy out of it.
I mean, you try and stay positive, but yeah, 12 players out there against players like Mitch Moses and stuff, it's always going to be tough, but yeah, real resilient.
Well, go and enjoy the win. Thanks for chatting to us on ABC Sport.
Thanks, Ryan. Thank you.
Yeah, there's Adam Dewey with Ruan Sims. We'll get more reaction and hopefully word with Arpa Twidle, even though on the losing side, because what he did is unprecedented out there today. But the West Tigers win at 22-20, and boy, it's 6:15. We'll be with you for another 15 minutes. Your texts remain welcome on 0467 920 222. The crowd here, 29,397, is in fact a Western Sydney Stadium ground record, which is brilliant. Arpa Twidle. Oh, you've got him, Roo.
Yes, absolutely. Arpa, I know you didn't get the win, but my goodness, you weren't even expecting to run out onto the field today. What a debut.
Yeah, no, I'm just grateful for getting on. Like, Shawnee, unfortunately, he got concussed, and then I thought I was getting on there. We didn't, and then I just had to prepare for when I was getting on. Yeah, it was good.
When you got out there, obviously the noise would have been so deafening. Do you ride that wave when you're heading towards the try line?
Yeah, 100%. Like, well, my second try I carried on there, but I just felt that energy from the fans. Like, I knew all week it was a sold-out crowd, and I was pumped for it. I was ready for it, and it was like a dream come true.
Well, then you get moved to fullback because Jose had some cramps in his calf. Do you think not being over prepared for it just puts you in better stead because then you just pop up and you can play whatever gets put in front of you?
Yeah, 100%. Like, even Rousey told me at the start of the week, he just said, like, just be ready for whatever. I got my reps last week at centre. Obviously been playing fullback this year, getting my reps there, and I was just ready for anything, really, yeah.
Did your family make it over?
Yes. It was weird. It was weird. I told my mum don't fly over because all my family live in New Zealand. I told them don't come, and then last night I found out my mum was flying over this morning, and then lucky she came because I do everything for her and my daughter, so it's good to have them over there.
Well, I know you didn't get the points, but my goodness, what a great game. Thank you for chatting to us on ABC, and I'm so glad your mum made it over to watch that. That was incredible.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Isn't that fantastic? Mama Twidle did get here this morning, and she saw something I'm sure we'll find out is unprecedented in the game. Alex Twidle scoring 2 tries in the first 3 minutes of his career. Lovely to hear from him, and you can compare the crowd today in the atmosphere and where the game was at, and not dismissing what he did a week ago, scoring 4 tries in the New South Wales Cup, but talk about chalk and cheese.
I just have never seen anything like it in my life, Andrew. In his first 3 touches, he scored 2 tries, made a line break, and also a line break assist, and then came up with a try-saving tackle.
Well, this guy has seen it and lived it all, Roo. Appy Croyes out with you now.
Thank you very much, Uppy. What an incredible victory. It was always going to be a tight affair, and then you go down to 12 players. The resilience that you guys showed throughout that whole game must make Benji and you, as a leader, so proud.
Yeah, you can go obviously either way there with turning up for one another or, just sort of letting it kick on. But, they did score 2 tries in that period, but there was no panic. We got back into a cycle and all of a sudden we got Luke back and, we just sort of went straight back into it. And, that's all you want to see, going back to what you know in your training. So I was pretty impressed by the boys there.
The defensive system held. I know you set a couple of tries, obviously, because you were down that player, but all of those little things that you're expected to do, everyone was just turning up and putting energy into those areas.
That's right. We did pride ourselves this pre-season on those little things, and that's what we wanted to build our season on. And you're not wrong, those 1%ers, they really count in the back end of those games, and we just kept turning up and obviously got ourselves in a position where we could win the game.
I have to give praise to Jock Madden. I think for him stepping into that number 6 jersey, playing the way he has for the last couple of weeks for you, that takes an incredible mindset.
He does. He's one of those guys who's just Mr. Fix-It, and all pre-season he'd be running the 2s team with an incredible pace and just getting him around the park, and that's what we asked him to do when he came up here. And for him to play the way he is, stepping in, stepping up for Jerome, obviously a godsend for this team.
Well, steel sharpens steel, and if he's running the second team like that, I can see why you guys are playing so well, Uppy. Congratulations. Enjoy this crowd. Enjoy the win. Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much, Roo.
Appy Croyes out with Ruan Sims down there in the middle of the field after the West Tigers in extra time defeated Parramatta 22-20. Remembering the Parramatta led 10-0. Then it was 10-6. Then it was 12-10 to the West Tigers. That was the halftime score. 18-10 to the Tigers. 18-14. Then 18 all. Parramatta hit the front with a late penalty goal, 20-18. Then the West Tigers got a penalty goal in the last minute of play, which Jock Madden kicked, by the way, from 38 metres out, 20 all into extra time, and it was a Madden penalty goal again from close range in the 85th minute that got the job done. West Tigers 22, lead Parramatta 20. On the text line, Andrew, you wanted a close one. You got it. Come on, Tigers, says Homebush Tiger. Wow, what a cracking game. So exciting. A feel for Parramatta Rachel, though, says Teresa. Andrew, I've run out of energy, but so proud to be a Tiger from Tiger Tooley. Great game, great call. How good is rugby league? Cheers, Ash the Tyler in Toowoomba. Are there any of those brownies left? I'm just off to have a cry, says Rowdy Andy. Shame there was a winner. I don't think the players will say that. Strike it, likes it, Moses has a whinge. Top points to Roo for a quick quip Twidle wave from Peter in Rockhampton. Yeah, that was a beauty. I got that one as opposed to her what was it? Tanwa Boyd a couple of weeks ago. I left you high and dry there, Roo, but you nailed it today.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I actually did feel like I probably should have given the jokes away after the Tanwa, but I really can't claim too much credit for the Twidle wave that may have come from our man of sound.
Oh no!
Yeah, I just couldn't because I was getting too much praise and I felt guilty.
Oh no! Look, this is the bloke that's eaten 47 of the sweets that you brought.
Oh well,
today.
then it's mine.
Yeah,
then
well done, Roo.
Clip.
Congratulations to you. Also on the text line, shout out to Matty Elliott. We're listening from Rhode Island, Indonesia. Just got the perfect round. Maury, who can believe next week Tigers v Knights will be third versus second. Extraordinary. Great call, guys. Sound like a great game. Roo takes the cake with Twidle Wave. Classic. There you go. The raps are thick and fast. Full-time, West 22, Parramatta 20. Matthew Elliott, how about your ABC Player of the Year points? Good luck.
Yeah, that was a tough game to come up with points, Andrew, but I'm going to give my 3 points to Jock Madden. I thought he really played a key part in the Tigers. Again, coming back from behind, he came up with 2 try assists, 25 tackles. They really targeted him. They thought that he was the gateway through the West Tigers defensive line, but he really showed some great resilience. So I gave him my 3 points. Alex Twidle. He's probably the most improved middle I've seen, and I know he's been around for ages, but he's a ball player now. Carried the ball for 119 metres, only made 51 tackles, played 80 minutes. I just thought that was an outstanding performance. And as much as I wanted to give the Twidle Wave 1 point because I was so enamoured, I probably can't go past Jack Williams. He had an outstanding game, 144 metres, 47 tackles. When you play a game that goes for that long and it's that high intensity, you've got to acknowledge the middles and the role they play, and I thought he was outstanding.
Well, and he had to go out of position too, because of injuries through their game when Sean Russell left the field in the 28th minute with an HIA. Bailey Simonson taken to hospital with dislocated ankle
and fracture.
Yuck. So our fingers and toes crossed that he's doing okay, because that'll be horrible.
Yeah, that's...
Is that season?
That's a season-ending injury, Andrew. I'd be very surprised if we see him again this year.
He'd been playing really good footy too, Bailey Simonson. Earlier in the New South Wales Cup, Western Suburbs 30 defeated Parramatta 24, and in the NRL game 22-20. Last thoughts from you, Ruan Sims, about that amazing victory. That atmosphere was superb all day, wasn't it? And the game matched up for it. Actually, I've just said she'd come upstairs before, so I've thrown her under the bus there. West Tigers 22, Parramatta 20. Yes.
Did you have too many of the brownies, Andrew?
I haven't had enough, but we're off air in about 3 minutes.
Apparently I've been off air all half.
Listen, just make sure you got your lanyard for when you go to the games next week. Now, next week, speaking of which, Thursday night we're on air from 7. The 3 of us will be back at Stadium Australia, Canterbury Bankstown against Penrith. Friday night in the Gong, St George Illawarra against Manly. That's the 6 o'clock game, and at 8 o'clock, Brisbane takes on North Queensland at Lang Park. Saturday, doubleheader at Perth Stadium. We'll be on air from 2 o'clock Eastern Time, and at 3 o'clock at South v Canberra, followed by at 5:30 Cronulla Sutherland against the Sydney Roosters, and 7:30 in Melbourne, the Storm against the Warriors. Then on Sunday, we'll be on air from midday. Myself, Louie, and MC from the Perth studio. At 2 o'clock, it's Parramatta against the Gold Coast here at Western Sydney Stadium. And then at Campbelltown, it's the match of the round. West Tigers and Newcastle. Dolphins have the bye. That is extraordinary, isn't it? That they're second and third. And they deserve to be.
You know what? That's why I love the NRL and Rugby League so much, is that you could never have predicted that. Just like we were in Bathurst last year, Andrew, and we were watching Penrith at the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
And they nearly make the grand final. So we're just blessed with this sport and these athletes we get to watch every week.
Now, fast running out of time, but quickly, did you have a wow moment of the weekend?
Yes.
And?
I'm going to have to say when Reece Walsh ran down the sideline there, and I worked out why he put his toe on the sideline, because he was on the green whistle.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Mine is seeing Nathan Merritt on Good Friday at Stadium Australia, ringing the legacy bell. I mean, it was sadness as well, but I'm so glad he had that moment before 50,000 people. Roo, we're almost gone. What's your highlight of the weekend, your wow moment?
Well, coming into today, my wow moment was the dominance of the Penrith Panthers, but I feel like now my wow moment is the Twidle wave.
Yes.
I'm riding it.
Yes.
I coined it, but I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
I said that. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Yes, okay, good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Roo. Look forward to hearing you and Matt. I'll see you on Thursday night.
Yeah, sounds good.
Out at Homebush for Canterbury
Let's do this.
and those Penrith Panthers. Thank you, Padre.
Always a pleasure, Andrew.
Thank you to our producer, Ralph Tucker. To our man of sound, and occasionally he comes up with a good phrase or two, Dennis, the Den Dog Carnahan. And thank you to Spriggy. Brett Spriggy's had a busy enough weekend, and there he is in the studio guiding us through. Thank you, Spriggy. Thank you so much for listening. What a game. West Tigers 22 defeated Parramatta 20. We'll catch you Thursday night.